and Brad Nortman.
It is a great day to be alive on this Tuesday. Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. My name is Ben Brust. Alongside me, dressed in his floral 1996 shirt that he's had for a long time, is Kyle Wallace.
This one is only about 2 years old. It's fly. I got so many. As soon as I walked in the door, your shirt. Matter of fact, not even. As soon as somebody from GKB saw me, the compliments started flowing about my shirt today. Flowing.
I never hear any of these compliments around the office. Not for me. I'm saying to people saying stuff to Kyle Wallace.
You can ask them if you did a poll. If anybody commented on Kyle's shirt today, I guarantee you'll find about 4 or 5 people.
Do you like Kyle Wallace's shirt? Let us know on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison, because you can find our beautiful faces there. You can get us on the Carbless Talk and text line 800-990-3776, where Chef Ed already chimed in before the show, apologizing for yesterday's parody song to Strofe. Not to Kyle and I, but to Strofe.
Yeah, what is he apologizing? Because he got
Because you told Strofe to speed up his song from yesterday, skipping on the podcast.
Well, Strofe, did you do that? I hope you did. I hope you listened.
I did not listen. I felt like,
Great.
We always talk
the
about
Monday pod's going to be way down.
No, that's fine. Don't worry. I know how to edit and cut stuff, so we'll
hold
get
on.
it
Think
changed.
about this, though. We always talk about how KBN Nation, we are one, right? We are a family around here. And so I was thinking, for those of us that had to go through it live and suffer through the Chef Ed song, anybody on the podcast that missed it live has to do the same thing.
That's abuse.
Yeah, it is abuse. Make sure y'all
That's KBN Nation listener abuse.
hit that there's a little 10-second mark that you can go forward or backwards. Just go ahead and hit that about 4 times, 5 times.
4 or 5.
Yeah, maybe 10.
8.
I think, I got to be honest with you guys, I think you guys are being very rude to Chef Ed. He put himself out there.
He did, though. I
He's
appreciate it.
thick-skinned.
He put himself out there.
He's thick-skinned. He can handle it.
I don't know. Chef Ed, he hasn't snapped on us in a while. He was on a run there where he was snapping on us. You remember that?
I was saying it in jest, Kyle. Yes.
I missed it.
Yeah,
I missed it. My bad.
Fume. Right over the head.
Oh, thick-skinned Chef Ed. Very thick.
Very thick. Very thick. No Brad Nortman. You got Strophy running the show. We're with you till 5 o'clock, as always, 4 o'clock across ESPN Wisconsin. Scheduled to appear. We got some great people joining the show today. How about Mark Tauscher, the Packer Hall of Famer?
Wow.
He's got the first pitch today at American Family Field. I will be in attendance.
Wow. Did he invite you personally?
Time out.
No.
He just made it about himself right off the rip.
No, I'm just saying.
Tausch just throwing out the first pitch, but guess who's going to be in attendance?
I'm going to be sending stuff to our social media team. I'm always working, grinding.
Will you be in the suite or will you be in
I don't even know if I'm going to be there when he throws out the first pitch. I'll be in the suite.
Wait a minute. What are you doing on
I'm gonna
social
be
media
there.
for? Wait a minute. Whoa. Now it is about you.
Yeah, it was a lie.
Tausch is going to be throwing out the first pitch, and I'll be there. 15 seconds later, I don't even know if I'm going to be there for the first pitch, but I'll be at the Brewers game in the suite.
In the suite. Taking care of our great partners. Yep.
What partner is it? Why? Oh, it doesn't matter. Why?
800-990-3776, the Carbless Talk and text line.
Well, Brad is doing the baby stuff, so maybe I can fill in. Give me a little plate to go.
I think I might have got 2 tickets sent to me, but I already filled it with not you.
You know, I got
Probably Scals, huh?
I mean, I think Scals would be the one sending I think he has a permanent seat inside of
He
the
does. Additionally, Greg Gard of the Wisconsin Badgers men's basketball team will be joining us at 2:45. Tory Lowe on a Tory Lowe Tuesday. But ultimately, why are you playing the football music? I'm so
you're
confused.
running through a great list
You're
of
doing a
all the
list.
cast of characters that will be joining us here today.
It's going to be a big show today again. I'm really excited for that.
He's all over the place already today. We are
No,
4
at least
minutes
I can
into
put
the
together
show.
sentences today. There was a good 30 minutes where I couldn't speak yesterday.
Did you figure out what was going on yesterday?
Let's just say I did go to bed at 10 o'clock last night.
Oh, you were tired.
I think I was overtired from my weekend, and I had a big Friday, a big Saturday.
Oh, so you
and
hungover.
I wasn't hungover. I would say the synapses in the brain, they were not firing. I had
Hold on.
I had a Strofe Monday.
The what? Did you say the synopsis?
Synapses.
Synapses. Okay.
Whatever you need in your brain to fire to make sure that
Wait.
everything's
Wait. Synapses is firing in your brain. I thought you were like the synopsis of the reason why like this happened.
No.
What are you trying to? So what are you trying to say?
Am I saying it wrong?
I don't. Maybe
I think I'm right on this one.
I'm not the
KBN
brightest.
Nation 800-990-3776. It's like synapses.
Maybe synaptis is
Synapse.
Synapse.
A synapse is a junction between two nerve cells consisting of a minute gap across which impulses pass by diffusion of a neurotransmitter.
See?
Yeah, I'm sure that's what he was going for.
Synapse.
Synapse, not synapses.
No, not synapses.
Synapse.
I don't even know if that's part of the human body.
Why do you even try to?
Because I take stabs and I see if I get it right.
You have courage. When there's words that you say or people say, I'm like, you know what? I don't know what that means. I don't know how to say it, so I'm just gonna stay away from it. Like overtired. I've never heard anybody say that. I was overtired.
Really?
No, I usually say like I was exhausted.
Overtired is different than exhausted, in my opinion.
Oh, what is that?
Exhausted, like you probably just kept doing things and doing things and doing things, and you get to the point of
I was
exhausted.
extremely sleepy.
When you get overtired, it's just like
maybe just the circles we hang around. That's not just the words we use. Overtired was a little weird.
the circles we hang around. Your circle's different than my circle.
Your circle's richer than mine. I can tell you that.
Why is that?
You have money. I don't.
What is this thing with you guys thinking I have money?
What did Google say?
Google doesn't know anything.
Hold on a minute.
Google knows everything.
And by the way, this was 5-6 years ago that Google told me that I had a $2 to $5 million net worth. And now if you Google it, nothing shows up because it's more accurate now because there is no net worth.
So you Google your own net worth.
Kyle, he's got more money than us combined, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Don't make me put your business out there, Kyle.
Yeah, you're right.
Don't make me put your business out there.
That's true. Kyle likes to act like he's down with me.
Correct.
But he's really closer to you than he is me.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's true. I'm not down in the dumps with you.
Yeah.
I mean, you have some issues. Right? When it comes in, it goes out.
Okay.
That was too
Would you
far.
relax?
I
That's
mean,
too
I'm
much.
just saying, man. I mean, nothing wrong with the way that he lives, but he doesn't save.
Synapses
According to
is the
who?
plural of it, so Ben is right. Thank you, Billy in Sussex. I had it right the whole time.
Synapse.
The synapses.
Okay, okay, cool.
The synapses of
Also-
Joe Flacco's brain to neurons to body do not fire.
Well, hold on.
Oh, they won't be firing on Sunday.
I believe accountability. I need to call myself out on this one. When I read the definition of, what is it, synapse?
Yep.
I said consisting of a minute gap. That's supposed to be a minute gap.
Minute gap, yeah.
Rough here for us, KBN.
Pat on the back to you for correcting yourself.
We're all idiots.
Look, this is what I need from Mark Tauscher today. Mark Tauscher, host of Wilde and Tausch, 9 to noon across these various stations. He's throwing out the first pitch at American Family Field.
Man, everybody gets to throw out first pitches but us.
Stop begging and complaining. Now, my
Not
thing
above
is,
it.
we had Alex Stroh throw out a first pitch at the Lakeshore Chinooks game. Absolute disaster. Sailed it 15 feet over my head as I was the catcher. I could have been, I don't know, the tallest man in the world with the hops of, think of the highest jumper you know.
Don Anderson.
Still wouldn't have caught it. Yeah, 7.5 high jumper. Still wouldn't have caught Stroh's first pitch. Michelle Smallman of Unsportsmanlike double bounced the ball from the mound on Friday at the Brewers game.
Yeah, she did.
Tausch needs to redeem everybody. And he's a gamer. I need Tausch to throw a laser down the middle for a strike to get all of our cred back. Otherwise, we're just a bunch of no-names that are just has-beens.
Well, first and foremost, there's very few no-names. That is Alex Stroh and Kyle Wallace. The rest of y'all are has-beens because at least you used to be somebody that you're not. And I do think he does need to help us, and he needs to push up our name because of the fact that, listen, Stroh was bad. Michelle Smallman was bad. And it's time for Mark Tauscher, who is not only a former Super Bowl champion, but a great legend of the Packers and the Wisconsin Badgers. He needs to redeem the good name of Good Karma Brands and ESPN Wisconsin by throwing out a great first pitch. I still want to know how in the heck everybody else gets asked, but I guess that's too selfish of me to wonder that. Mister, I get to put out there I'm going to the game even though I'm going to watch the first pitch of my teammate. I see why you didn't invite him to your wedding. You don't like him.
My whole point is I may go home to see my daughter and then rush to the game.
Here he go. Always want to throw the daughter in there.
Guess what you're going to do?
Use it as an excuse.
The exact same thing I'm doing.
Oh, it's going to be great.
It's wonderful.
A great built-in excuse.
It is wonderful for someone who, like you, does not like to do social things all the time. You're going to have the wonderful excuse one day, God willing.
Can I tell? Yes, please, God willing. But can I tell you, I actually was pretty upset last week. On Saturday, I went to a festival, and I was told I had VIP tickets. And when I got to the door in the VIP entrance, and my tickets weren't working. I was like, oh, I'm VIP. So I go and I'm saying, here's VIP. They said, no, sir, this is general admission tier 1. I said, ain't tier 1 VIP? They said, no, this is tier 1 general admission. You got to go to that line. I said, oh my gosh.
How did this come to your head?
I literally because of the fact that it being treated a certain way. It popped in my head.
So you feel as if right now that you are, this first pitch isn't about you.
We get treated a certain way.
Who's we?
Me and you. You ain't throw out a first pitch at the Brewers. You did.
I have thrown a first pitch at the Brewers after I went to the Final Four. So it's you.
Did Brad throw out a first pitch yet? No, I don't think so.
Why do you care so much?
Bro, that is a bucket list thing.
Everyone's telling me how to pronounce synapse, I believe. It's not synapse.
Not a word in my vocabulary. Don't use it. I don't know anything about neurons firing, so I wouldn't have used it. I don't even know why you attempted to use it.
Yeah, well, of course, this is why we love KBN. Synapse. Yeah, not... Whoa. This is controversy. It's Kelly on the Carbos Talking text line. It's pronounced synapse, not synapse.
Synapse.
But we got synapse from the official audio pronouncer of KBN Nation.
And
synapse.
Which could be wrong, I'm not 100% sure. I don't even know
I've never claimed that's accurate.
I've never claimed to know that word. So I'm not even going to sit there and fake it.
Strofe, what
synapse
are you expecting from Tausch today in the first pitch?
Oh, it's going to be worlds better than mine. I mean, that's not a high bar.
We didn't ask that. We knew that was going to be accomplished.
Will it be better than Michelle's? Yes. I think it'll be better than ours, but I don't know if he gets it there.
I think he gets it there.
Oh.
So you think
he's
going
to be short?
I think, yeah, but Michelle bounced it twice. I think if Tausch is to bounce it, it'll be a singular bounce.
I think Tausch is going to get there because Tausch is going to warm up. And to your defense, Strofe,
no, he won't.
No, he's going to get that arm warmed up. In your defense, Strofe, you didn't warm up at all. You didn't do any warm-up throws. And
I didn't.
So I think if Tausch is going to do some warm-up throws, he's a great athlete, man. Tausch is going to get it there. He ain't old. What is Tausch, like 40-something?
Synapse.
Yeah, his synapse work a lot better than Alex Stroh's.
Yeah.
That's football.
He'll be all right. Tausch, you're going to get it there. It may not be a strike, but you're going to get it across the plate somehow.
We're going to get to Mark Tauscher right away because I do want to touch on the challenges that the Cleveland Browns face, which aren't many. And additionally, at this point, I think we're all under the same conclusion that this is likely a win for the Green Bay Packers. But now, like, what matters in the win to you? Is it the offense outplaying the defense for an entire game, having 4 quarters of solid play? Actually, I mean, they've tried, as Jason Woolley said, to step on the jugular, but can they actually get the jugular by connecting some of these deep passes that they've gone for? So I do want to get into that conversation. What do you want to see against the Cleveland Browns? Is it the offense outplaying the defense? Because we know the defense already is going to be great the whole year. What do you want to see? We'll hit on that with you and Mark Tauscher coming up on Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
Let them know the dread-headed brother loves the Green Bay Packers. When you see me, Goody, let me in the box.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Greg Matzek, Gary Ellerson, the day-after reaction show you need in your life.
Who benefits the most from Micah Parsons being on the field? Secondary. Keyshawn Nix.
It's Potawatomi Sportsbook Football Mondays with Greg and Gary.
If you're a quarterback, you've got to get the football out of your hands before you really want to do it. I mean, everybody's getting their wealth with this, but to me, I think it's really the guys in the secondary.
Live from the Potawatomi Sportsbook Studios from 6 to 8 p.m. every Monday on 94.5 ESPN.
Is back pain slowing you down? When it comes to spine care, you need specialized expertise. At the OAW Spine Center, their orthopedic care specialists provide the highest level of care for everything from herniated discs to spinal fusion. They start with the most conservative, non-surgical treatments like physical therapy and injections. If surgery is needed, minimally invasive procedures at the OAW Spine Center will get you back on your feet faster. With a focus on treating the source of the problem, they take a comprehensive, active approach to spine health, getting you back to the life you love. The OAW Spine Center. There is a difference. Visit OAWSpineCenter.com. That's OAWSpineCenter.com.
Grand slams and walk-offs. If you haven't jumped on the bandwagon by now, what are you waiting for? Siding Unlimited is Milwaukee's very own national champions. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows? Our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Craving that crispy, cheesy, thick Detroit-style pizza? Well, now you got it with Screamin' Sicilian. Screamin' Sicilian delivers the crunch, the gooey cheese pull, and that light, airy crust that you love, all baked in its own pan for those crave-worthy caramelized edges straight from your home oven. You got the cheese, the pepperoni, multi-meat, or supreme. It's like dining out, but without the hefty bill. Find Screamin' Sicilian in your local grocer's freezer section. Screamin' Sicilian, Detroit-style, thick, crispy, unapologetically screamin'.
Even your pickiest eater will say yes to this. Crispy chicken tenders are now at Cousin Subs. Perfect on their own with a favorite dipping sauce, or stacked in one of our 2 new subs. Classic crispy chicken or bold Buffalo Ranch crispy chicken. Made with quality chicken and served on our fresh baked bread. It's a mealtime win for kids and grown-ups. But hurry, these crispy favorites are only here for a limited time. Order in store, online, or on the app today. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
For your next night out, revel in the fusion of artistry and flavor with Sushi at St. Kate, offering guests an elevated experience where freshness and creativity converge in every bite. St. Kate the Arts Hotel introduces an exciting new sushi menu to its culinary repertoire. Indulge in the finest seafood, freshest ingredients, and expert craftsmanship for an inspired and delectable dining journey. Experience the art of sushi at St. Kate and learn more at stkatearts.com.
What's better than cheering for the Packers with an ice-cold beer in your hand? Cheering for the Packers with an ice-cold beer in your hand that you got for 10% off. And when you get Packers checking from Associated Bank, you get even more. Like 10% off food and 10% off drinks on game day. Like that ice-cold beer in your hand. Plus 15% off Pro Shop gear. Only with Packers checking. Associated Bank. Bank of the Packers. Learn more at associatedbank.com/Packers. Member FDIC.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I'm not going to sit here and panic about it.
Green and Gold Hall of Famer.
It's not apples to apples. For you it is.
Solving the world's problems one day at a time.
Everybody doesn't grow and evolve at the same time.
It's Mark Tauscher.
Did you guys hang up on me or am I hanging up on you?
On Kyle Brust and Nortman.
Feel the rain on your skin. No one
Joining us now on Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin, momentarily, is going to be the Packers Hall of Famer, Mark Tauscher. You can get us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison and interact with us. You already given responses to the question at 800-990-3776. And the question is, what do you want to see through 4 quarters against the Browns? Because I think we're all thinking it's a dub.
Yeah.
But what can you learn from the dub?
Yeah, for me, there's 2 things I'm looking at based off performance of this overall football team. We've seen the defense do good enough, but you know what? We'll get to that coming up because I think Tausch has something better to say.
He usually has something better to say than Kyle Wall, so that was a mean shot, Kyle. I'm sorry. Welcome to the show, Mark Tauscher.
True.
Good afternoon, boys. How are we?
How are you? How's the arm? Have you loosened it up? Practiced with Max in the backyard?
Yeah, I threw a little bit yesterday, and I wanted to give myself, the afternoon here to get it cranked up. But I don't know what to expect. I'm a little bit beat up. I'm getting older, so my expectations aren't what they would have been 5 or 10 years ago. But I'm going to go from the mom. I'm going to give it a run. I'll see, and we'll see how it goes.
I love the under promise, over deliver there from Mark Tauscher.
I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm going to throw a BB, a seed, because that probably is not going to happen.
I don't think it has to be. I would love for you to find the zone. No matter how it gets to the zone, I want you to find the zone.
Are you nervous, Tausch? I hear a little nervousness in your voice, and that's not usually like you.
No, I'm just trying to be real, Kyle. I mean, that's what I'm trying to be. I'm not sitting here if it was something that I felt incredibly confident in, I would say, yeah, I'm going to crush it. I hope I crush it, and I have plans to crush it, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I'm for surely going to throw a seed, because that's not where I'm at.
Man, I don't like this unconfident Tausch, but he's real. He's being honest. Nothing wrong with being honest. I usually like the guy that believes in everything, especially himself.
Well, sure.
I think he's setting you up for a good appearance on the mound. That's my opinion.
Okay, I like that. Undersell, over deliver. I like that.
Yes, I had said that.
Isn't
Were you
that
not around for that?
Isn't that a GKB principle?
Kind of, sort of. Yeah. Maybe not undersell, but definitely over deliver.
There you go.
Taushi, when it comes to this game on Sunday, I am of the belief after watching the Browns play the Ravens that if what the Ravens did to Joe Flacco, I think the Packers can absolutely make him uncomfortable. So say we're going into this and they are favorites in this game, -8.5. The likelihood of them winning, I think, is very high. What do you want to see? Is it a margin of victory? Is it the offense having a more, I don't want to say complete game because I think they've been good, but like that next level, like 51-point performance, the 40-point performance? Is there anything specifically that Old T wants to see against the Browns?
No, I'm not interested in, if we win by 40 or not. I think, you'd like to see them clean some stuff up offensively, and I'd like to see Matthew Golden have a day because, not that there's a ton of criticism out there, but I do feel like there's some fans that are thinking he should have gotten off to a faster start. I would disagree with those folks, but I think offensively you'd like to see the run game and maybe the big plays kind of rear their head over the weekend or over, Sunday. But as far as everything else goes, I want to see our defense just continue to put the pedal down. And this is an offense that obviously is nowhere nearly as talented as what we've seen the first 2 weeks. So I would love to see an absolute just domination of everything Cleveland is going to try to do and really just continue to stamp that this defense is the real deal and keep elevating itself where they can be talked about as one of the most dominant defenses if they can continue to stack this as this season keeps going.
I'm with you on Golden because I think it's so great how some people just do this stuff for you. There's been clips of every route that he's ran. There's been statistics that are coming out. The current wide receivers leaders in average separation score. Number one in all the league with names of Devontae Adams, Justin Jefferson, Zay Flowers, Mike Evans on that list. Number one is Matthew Golden. So it will come. And I'm sure Matt LaFleur and Jordan Love are also witnessing this on film, but they've also had success, so they've been going where the success is.
Well, yeah, and I think part of it, too, is that, Jordan Love missed a bunch of camp. And when you come back and you're thrown right into the fire of a regular season game, you're going to lean on Romeo Doubs and Tucker Kraft because you've seen it and done it with them before. And I think you'll look, and if Matthew Golden is open, you're going to go to him. But there is a process that you kind of go through to where you earn a quarterback's trust, and I think Matthew Golden is going through it. And when you see the clips and you see that he is the most open wideout, according to whoever put those stats out, I'm sure they're watching that same film, and they had extra days now with the Thursday game, and that's where you start trying to find different things to incorporate him to build that trust, so that all of a sudden you feel as comfortable with him as you do with Tucker and as you do with Romeo.
I look forward to seeing Matthew Golden finally get off. Coming up here pretty soon. But, Tausch, what about this Packers season make you believe that the Eagles are still better than the Packers?
Because I'm a believer in the never underestimate the heart of a champion, and they are the champs. And until someone knocks them out, they have kind of the formula that I think you can say if you're going to go against this defense, they're going to be physical. They can get after the quarterback with their interior guys. And they have a running back that's special, and they have a quarterback that understands what it takes to win. So when you kind of factor all that in, that's why, I look at Philadelphia as obviously a worthy opponent. I think Green Bay has played better than what Philly has up to this point, but I think Philly earned the right to say that until someone knocks them off, they deserve to be the favorites. And, right now both teams are 2-0. Green Bay has looked, I think, markedly better than what Philadelphia, especially on the offensive side of football. And that's why, but I can understand why people, look at Philadelphia and say that they're going to be they're going to be problem because they are the defending champs. And I think they they have a really good formula that they know how to execute to win football games.
Yeah, not only formula, a good football team. I just think when you look at what we've seen on the actual field this year, I think it's easy for us to say the Packers right now are better than the Philadelphia Eagles. Doesn't mean that the Eagles aren't going to beat the Packers in the playoffs or vice versa, but I do believe the Packers are better than the Eagles so far this year.
Well, I think anyone that has been, watching and seeing what Green Bay's defense has been able to do in the dominant fashion they've been able to play with, and then, offensively, I think Jordan Love's passing obviously is, especially in that second game, a lot better than where Jalen Hurts is at. But Jalen Hurts has proven over his career that he does what it takes to win games on a really consistent basis, and he deserves a lot of credit for that. But I think just from the eye test, which means nothing, I think Green Bay has looked better than Philadelphia so far.
Talking with Packers Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher here on Kyle Bruston-Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. And Tausch, obviously not the result Badger fans wanted against Alabama. You have a game in which you're favored at home against Maryland. I think this is a really big one for this team because if they need fans and players and coaches, I think, need the confidence that they can do something moving forward in the season. Do you think this is as big as I'm making it to be?
I think it's a really important week for sure. The idea that we were going to go down to Tuscaloosa and win, I think most fans after watching the first couple of weeks knew it was going to be a huge challenge. And I think offensively there's a lot of question marks about, first off, who's going to play quarterback this week. There's a lot of things that you need to start seeing some signs of improvement. And Maryland, they have not played great football yet either. This is one of those games that I think Wisconsin, in the past you would think is not going to be a problem. And obviously this is a different season. So there is a lot of angst amongst Badger fans. You guys obviously are part of that. That is, and I think it's very, very validated by what we just saw down in Alabama. But this is a huge week, and I think going into a bye, having some feel good and getting a little bit of confidence and some positive mojo for what is going to be a really difficult schedule once you get into October, I think it's a huge week, no doubt about it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm nervous about the Wisconsin Badgers only because if you do lose this game, I don't see any other game that you're going to be favored in moving forward. So very nervous about them.
You guys? So let me ask you this because I've been hearing a lot of things, and listen, there's no doubt we're all disappointed with the results and how things looked in Alabama. No doubt about it. But can we agree that we're not, outside of maybe Ohio State, we will not see skill guys on an opposing offense as good as what we saw in Alabama? Is that a fair assessment? Probably Ohio State and Alabama, yeah?
No, Oregon. I mean, that's they play Oregon this year, don't
they? Do, yeah. But I mean, Jeremiah's really good.
No, Jeremiah Smith is ridiculous. But
he's good.
I guess for me, it is not so much what happened against Alabama. Maybe I'm still caught up in what happened last season and the underwhelming performances of Week 1 and Week 2, where we know last year where it was like, all right, well, they competed with Alabama in the first quarter, and they competed against, I think it was Penn State last year as well. But then all of
Oregon, yep.
Yeah,
Oregon.
Then when lesser opponents, they got shellacked, right? So that's where the concern is.
Yeah, and here's what I would say, and this is where I think from my perspective going down, I thought that our defense would be stouter than what we showed. Now, and I know you guys can poo-poo that the fact that our run defense is better, and I understand that. But when you're playing the teams that you're talking about, Iowa, Minnesota, Illinois, Indiana, we are much better suited to stop those running games. There is not a doubt in my mind about that. Now, do they have the capabilities of doing what Ty Simpson and the Alabama offense did? Maybe. Maybe they do. I don't think they will. So does that give you guys any more hope that we are much better suited? We will not get Iowa'd like we did last year. I feel really confident on the defensive side of the ball in saying that. Does that make you guys feel any better?
I need to see it.
I'm with Kyle. It's just
I
hear you, but this is year 3 now, and I know like Tressel's the same guy. I know they beefed up the line. They did stop the run, but I don't know, because even if they stop the run, They still got to score points. There's still 3 phases of this game, and I'm still wishing and hoping to feel an identity and culture, more culture than identity, if that makes sense. I don't know what the culture is anymore, and that's what I'm trying to figure out. And it's bad that you're trying to figure out in year 3 in the middle of the season who you are. And I know they've had bad luck with quarterback play, but there are a lot of teams in every sport where you have the next man up, and your culture and your identity can push you forward.
I think all of those concerns, there's validity in a lot of concerns that you're having. I think just looking at it big picture, though, there is no doubt in my mind, especially on the defensive side of the football, we are much bigger, stouter, and more ready to play a Big Ten season than we were last year. That I know.
I can't argue that. How it goes, we will all see together then, right?
Exactly.
Tausch, I do want to play you something quick before we let you go here. Jaden Reed, hot out of surgery, went on Instagram Live. He's feeling good.
That's
got
cool.
a whole bunch of people on here. You want to turn it off? Tell them hi. Tell them that you're
Pack
good.
us to the bowl, bro.
Okay.
Bruh.
Tell them you good. And then we're going to go.
I'm good. Thank you for the prayers, bro. But we turned, bro.
Okay.
We going all the way, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Anesthesia is truth serum?
Pack us to the bowl, bro.
Have either of you guys had morphine or whatever it is at post-surgery?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, not morphine, but anesthesia.
Anesthesia, yeah. You're loopy. You're
Whatever
definitely
that might
loopy,
be.
yes.
Yes, you're loopy, and kudos to them for putting their stuff out on Instagram. I guess you're really rolling the dice there because you don't know what you're going to sit here and
Pack us to
do.
the bowl,
Instagram
bro.
live, too. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
live is crazy. Not recording a video and putting it out later.
You could record it and put it out, but hey, kudos to y'all. Do what you want. After 2 weeks, nothing crazy about that thought.
That's a good way to end it, Taushi. We appreciate the time, and I will be there. I'll be striving to be there on time to witness your first pitch.
I can't wait.
That's Mark Tauscher,
Pack
Packer Hall
us
of
to the
Famer.
bowl, bro.
That's so good. Also, bad idea to go IG live after
Live.
Pack
surgery.
us to the bowl, bro.
Some wild stuff when they are loopy like that.
I can tell you my story coming off of anesthesia when I broke my ankle my junior year with both my parents there. I told them exactly how it was going to be after my surgery on anesthesia next.
Pack us to the bowl, bro.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman.
Dick Van Dyke, real quick on the cha-cha slide ACL, says she was carried out by all 5 of us. 5 people?
That's a big girl. That's a big girl. Yeah, that's a big girl who did cha-cha.
Stop it, Kyle.
What you mean? 5 of them had to carry. That's a big girl. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee. Why Z-Bart? Because you don't want rust holes in your expensive vehicle. Let Z-Bart keep the rust away with professional rust protection. Only at Z-Bart.
The 2-0 Green Bay Packers prepare for their Week 3 matchup, the first road game of the season at the Cleveland Browns coming up on Sunday at noon. While the 0-2 Browns do not have a lot to write home about here early in the season, they do have a former Defensive Player of the Year on that defense in edge rusher Myles Garrett. Head coach Matt LaFleur talks about the Browns' best player.
Yeah, he's a game wrecker. Yeah, you've got to be really intentional about what you're trying to get done. I mean, if you have a bad matchup, forget about it.
Through 2 weeks, Myles Garrett leads the league with 3.5 sacks on the season. It's Packers-Browns beginning at noon on Sunday. Packers 7.5-point favorite.
This has been your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee.
Why Z-Bart? Because cars, trucks, and SUVs still rust. They do. Just look around the parking lot. Well, it doesn't have to happen, people. Google Z-Bart rust protection, call Z-Bart, and keep your car rust-free.
Oh no, there's only seltzer left, and it's passionberry almond fruit? Who comes up with these? Kick the aluminum can to the curb and mix up a cocktail you actually want with Tito's. It tastes great, it's gluten-free, and it's available in a variety of sizes for your convenience. The flavor abilities are endless. Tito's Handmade Vodka, the official spirit of whatever you want to drink. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Hey, it's Carl Walls. Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free, no interest for 3 whole years. Restrictions apply. Call 414-410-2000. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Game Night, so for Events by Design. Events like appreciation parties and retreats can go a long way towards boosting morale and retaining top talent. Events by Design is your go-to creative partner for employee events that truly make an impact. They help leaders retain top talent by making their people feel seen, valued, and celebrated. The creative team at Events by Design does all the planning and production, making sure things not only look great, but also work. Make a smart investment in your culture today. Search online, Events by Design. They design, you party.
Imagine your home totally organized. At Closets by Design, we specialize in providing affordable, custom-built storage solutions with built-ins and beyond, from garages to new home offices. Our experienced designers work within your budget to design a solution fit perfectly to your needs. Get 40% off plus an additional 15% with 18-month financing. Visit closetsbydesign.com or call 1-800-BY-DESIGN to get started. Let's get organized together.
Milwaukee. It's your boy Bert Kreischer, the Machine. Woo! I'm back, baby! And I'm bringing the Permission to Party World Tour to the Fiserv Forum September 19th. Don't let them forget who you are and what you do. Get your tickets at BertBertBert.com. I'll see you there.
Neck and back surgeries can be risky. Your spine deserves the best. That's why professional athletes choose Neurospine Center of Wisconsin. We can help you too. With the top nationally rated spine surgeons in the state for quality outcomes, you can trust the professionals at Neurospine Center of Wisconsin. Get a second opinion in just a few clicks. Now offered virtually throughout Wisconsin. Visit nscwi.com. Whether you want to get back into the game or just get back to life, go where the pros go. Neurospine Center of Wisconsin. Your spine health is our passion.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Pack us to the bowl, bro.
So good. Jaden Reed, hot out of collarbone surgery. Look forward to having him back this season.
Pack us to the bowl, bro.
Anesthesia is real. And the after effects are real. You guys ever had the after effects?
I've had it, but I've never had the after effects.
Strofe?
I guess I don't know what you mean by after effects, but
you're out of it. You're loopy.
I've certainly had the effects of not knowing what I'm saying when I got my wisdom
that's
teeth
what he's
removed.
talking about. What do you?
Yeah,
well, that's the current effects. That's happening during it.
After surgery effects,
post-surgery
dude. Come
effects
on now. You're
waking up
getting
from
nitpicky
anesthesia.
over here.
I know, to be honest with you, I just wasn't following what you were saying. It makes sense now. Yes, I've had the after effects.
I had ankle surgery, and it was my junior year, and I woke up from the surgery. It's not. Why is that cool?
High school or college?
High school.
Cool.
And I remember that everyone was like, "Hey, are you up? You're good." I'm like, and I was in heaven. I was like, things are great. Like, I don't feel a thing. Everything's good.
Bowl, bro.
I started telling the nurses as they like give me the apple juice and stuff. I was like, "You guys are providing great service. I'm gonna need this at home." And I said, "Do you guys got a bell so I could bring it home and ding it so my parents can bring me stuff whenever I need it?"
You've always been.
They give you one?
Huh?
They didn't give me one, no, but I really wanted one because it sounds great. Ding, 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 ding.
So you told
sandwich, please.
Were your parents there when you said
yes.
that? Oh wow! Did they know at that time? They said, "Wow."
At that point, they already knew it was probably the expectation that I had. So it was just the truth. Maybe it is truth serum. Maybe the Packers are going to the bowl, and as Tausch said after he just joined us, that he's not talking crazy here. Through 2 games, they look pretty damn good. Arguably, because I don't want to say arguably. Through 2 weeks, they have looked like the most complete team in the NFL. And they played the 2 toughest opponents.
Yeah.
The Eagles did play the Cowboys, who gave up 500 yards to Russell Wilson.
Yeah, sure
they did beat the Chiefs. And, again, I think the Chiefs are going to be down. They're still the Chiefs. You don't count them out until they're absolutely out.
0-2, having winless Chiefs.
But you played the Lions, who then came back and destroyed. I was going to say something really bad.
Bro.
Just absolutely destroyed the Bears, 52-21.
Yeah, eviscerated them.
The Commanders, coming off their 21-6 win against the Giants, who stink, couldn't really do anything, if we're being honest. They couldn't.
They had a desperation 50
and all people can do right now is it's Ben Bruss and Kyle Wallace. No Brad Nortman, Strofer on the show. Kyle Bruss and Nortman here. All people can do really is nitpick at the Packers as to how come they didn't win by X amount. Why didn't they do this? Why didn't they do that? If you watch the game, you know that each opponent had no chance of winning those football games.
Yeah, as someone who loves to be more positive and optimistic, unless the Packers give me a reason not to, it was hard for me to try to find what it is about this football team that I want to see them improve and get better at and going into this week. And truly for me, when I think about this Green Bay Packers team and I look at the week, how can we evaluate? We already know the opponent is not going to be that great. The Cleveland Browns aren't a good football team. They have a quarterback that you said is basically geriatric. He probably needs to be on a couch versus on the football field.
Correct.
The Browns are actively trying to not be a good football team this year. So when I think about where can they be successful at, I look at this. I look, how well do you dominate? Last year, we talk about the Green Bay Packers took care of business last year against teams they were better than. They beat them. So can you continue to do that? Can you dominate? What the Lions did to the Bears, that's the type of victory I want to see. I want to see pure domination over a team that is not as good as you. What the Bills did to the Browns last week, right? What the Ravens did to the Browns last week. I want to see that type of pure domination. Then the other thing is this. Looking at the offensive line, Rasheed Walker at left tackle. Can you make sure Jordan Love isn't running for his life? Can you calm down Myles Garrett in that pass rush?
Near impossible, because even against the Ravens, he disrupted Lamar Jackson.
What can you do, right? That is something that we have to key in and watch. And then on top of that, the special teams. The special teams didn't have a great performance last week, so can the Green Bay Packers improve that? So we're looking for how can this team become as well-rounded and solid of a football team as possible? Is the offensive line going to stand up against Myles Garrett? Is special teams going to be improved? And will this team take care of business? Not just sneak out a victory against a bad team. No, beat the heck out of a football team in the Cleveland Browns that they are clearly better than. That's what I want to see.
Packers to the bowl, bro.
Indeed.
I want the full version. It's so good. Jaden Reed post-surgery coming out of the collarbone surgery.
You got a whole bunch of people on here. You want to turn it on?
Why did they go
Tell them hi.
live?
Tell them that you
Packers
good.
to the bowl, bro. Bruh.
Tell them you good. And then we're going to go.
I'm good. Thank you for the prayers, bro. But we turned, bro.
Okay.
We going all the way, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Packers to the
We
bowl,
turned or your
bro.
turn right now?
He turned, but that's, hey, when you wake up.
I think it's both, actually.
Kyle's getting dangerously close to Jaden Reed levels right now.
No, because but here's the thing: when he's loopy, that tells you what this team is focused on. They're focused on winning a championship. We talk about the Cleveland Browns; they can't say the same thing. If Myles Garrett got done from surgery, he ain't saying Packers to the ball, bro.
Packers to the bowl,
But with the Green Bay
bro.
Packers, when they say it, it's actually happening. Packers to the ball.
I think you meant Myles
Packers
Garrett
to
would
the
say the Browns
bowl,
aren't going to
bro.
the bowl. Yes, there's thoughts. Look, it is a little truth serum. I'm telling you. As from my experience, I was being who I was post anesthesia. He's saying what he believes, which is the Packers to the bowl. And if you're a Packer fan, you can't tell me that you haven't had, even through 2 weeks, the moment in your head where it was like, damn, we might be able to do it this year. Everyone watching the first 2 weeks, I would say you aren't really enjoying what you're seeing unless you've told yourself there is a real opportunity that the Packers can win the Super Bowl, because what they've shown translates.
Yeah, and
that's the biggest thing when you watch them play, the speed, the way that they're able to get to the quarterback, adding Micah, the linebackers covering the middle of the field, containing Jaden Daniels, absolutely getting to Jared Goff in that situation where he was a pocket passer. They've played two different quarterbacks, and they've shut down two different style offenses. One that led the league in yards last year, I think, in the Commanders, and one in points per game with the Lions. So if you don't have the feeling that they can do it, you haven't been paying attention. And if you haven't been paying attention, if you don't know the great work that Gina Della from Pella does, her team is amazing. From Joe Franco, who came to my house, to the installation team, to the warranties that they provide, to the energy saving costs I get on my energy bill every month. Upgrading my windows in the first floor have changed the entire home. And it looks better, feels better. The air quality's better. Keeping the sun out in the summer was night and day from the first year that I had my home. And in the winter now, I now know that it's going to be the same thing because they work with quality windows that in the season that comes, they're prepared for winter. In the season that comes in summer, they're prepared for summer because those windows are the absolute best. Go to PellaWI.com and get 0% interest for up to 5 years. 0%, 5 years. So go to PellaWI.com and get your consultation today. Greg Gard of the Wisconsin Badgers basketball team is going to join us next. They have some exciting things going on in Milwaukee. Want to promote that. And, of course, you can catch all their games. The Kohl Center. Great, not all their games, but of course the home games. I'm really excited to talk to them because they've done a lot of cool things that not a lot of teams do. They lost to BYU. They scheduled BYU. Right? He would rather play great games than play the cupcakes. I like that from my coach. Talk to him next.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
Caleb Williams sucks.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. On this show, it's always football season.
This NFC North is a two-team race, period. I've seen enough. I thought it, I believed it, and now I've seen enough.
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
I've watched Minnesota struggle for 7 out of 8 quarters. Their offense stinks. I think there's going to be some very angry wide receivers.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Did you forget the first day of school is this week and little Nancy still needs her name embroidered on her backpack? Or the company shirts are due now, not next week? Maybe the boss just declared Steve's retirement party is today and the shirts are mandatory? Whatever the rush. Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more in Mequon has got you covered with fast turnarounds, no minimums, eco-friendly printing, and high-quality custom apparel. Big Frog brings your custom ideas to life fast. Stop by Big Frog in Mequon or visit bigfrog.com/Mequon. Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more, where your ideas leap to life.
Progressive's Teen Driver discount could lower the cost of insurance for your teenager and save you some money. And then you can still spend money on them. Because just when you think you have a grasp on spending, new sneakers. And then it's money for a school field trip. And of course, spending money. Oh yeah, and a new phone to replace the one they dropped in the toilet. Oh, don't remind me. So just get Progressive's Teen Driver discount. And then you can continue to spend money on them endlessly. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discount not available in all states and subject to terms and conditions.
Introducing the new Dell AI PC powered by the Intel Core Ultra processor. It helps do your busy work for you, so you can fast forward through editing images, designing presentations, generating code, debugging code, summarizing meeting notes, finding files, managing a schedule, and responding to Jim's long emails. Leaving all the time in the world for the things you actually want to do. No offense, Jim. Get a new Dell AI PC at dell.com/AI-PC. How those ahead stay ahead.
This is an ad by BetterHelp.
Cold plunges, better sleep, a gym buddy. How do you know what has the biggest impact for an active body and mind? With BetterHelp, you can talk with real, qualified therapists, not AI. With a 4.9-star rating, BetterHelp understands mental wellness shouldn't be tougher than a workout. Their therapists can figure out what's best for you. And yeah, it might involve a cold plunge. Visit BetterHelp.com, code TIMEOUT for 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com, code TIMEOUT.
It doesn't get any headlines, just to be silently good. Big Fish Contracting, we say renovating homes, redeeming an industry.
It's so much more than just, okay, we're replacing your roof.
We're not only educating homeowners, but we're getting to know them and allowing them an opportunity to get to know us. And there's just such beauty in it, you know? If anyone is considering reaching out to us,
or you can check us out on our website, bigfishcontracting.com.
Looking to heat up a career in HVAC? Dick & Trough Heating and Cooling in Milwaukee is now hiring HVAC installers and service technicians. Family owned and operated, Dick & Trough offers competitive wages, a 401k match, health insurance benefits, and a winning, positive team culture that sets them apart. This is more than a job. It's a chance to grow with a company that truly values its people. Apply now to become their newest team member at dickandtrough.com. Dick & Trough Heating and Cooling. Come see the difference. Apply at dickandtrough.com.
The vibrant fall colors and cooler temperatures make for great days out on the golf course. The Island invites you to experience the best of fall golf with late season rounds at Sweetgrass or Sage Run. Fall golf rates run through the end of the 2025 season, with tee times starting at $75 and stay and play packages from $125. And submit your 2026 golf package request early to guarantee choice dates. Plan your fall golf adventure today at islandresortgolf.com. You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Coach Gard. Coach Gard. Coach Gard. Coach Gard.
Hope you've been in the gym, Ben, because you got to carry your weight.
It's Wisconsin head coach Greg Gard.
But your defensive ability, Ben, we probably have to factor that in, and that'd be some reduction.
On Kyle Brust and Nortman.
I've had a large amount pass, but Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Get us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Still no Brad Nortman. Happy father. Welcome to baby boy and to his family. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Stroh running the show. We're excited to be joined now by the Wisconsin men's basketball program, and we got about 10 people here.
We're all over the place.
I love it. And
has Nortman got his kid taking punts or punting or anything?
He should.
Catching long snaps.
All the story. We're with Coach Greg Gard of the Wisconsin men's basketball team. Coach, let me tell you, we've learned a lot about these punters.
Hey, be a punter, a golfer.
Well, punters have a great gig because they punt every other day in training camp and practice. He would even bring his cleats out.
They don't even have to be holders anymore. They only have like one job.
Yeah, I mean, look, they play mini golf during training camp. They make games, sunflower. They just try different sunflower seeds. It's amazing the life that a punter lives.
Should have been a punter, Ben.
Yeah, maybe I had a better chance of making it past as a 6'2" guy who couldn't guard a shadow. I had a better chance to go further than Lithuania. True. Coach Gard joining us here because a lot of reasons. We're obviously excited for what you've done this offseason. It is so weird. I mean, conversations I think about that we've had over the time that I've been on the radio have been about, who's coming in, who's a name to watch. I mean, it's pretty hard not to see what's going on in the transfer portal era because you got guys. I think this is hilarious. Nolan Winter, I've signed to come back. I mean, what do you mean sign? You mean you're coming back? You have to announce that now? It's just a crazy world we live in. Have you enjoyed
signing every year, Ben? You would have. That would have been all over social media.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
That up so much.
I genuinely am curious. Do you guys have good resources for these kids? Because I tell you what, if we were making money back in the day, it would not. If I knew what I know now, it would have been great, right? Invest in the 529 for the child, the 401ks, the investments.
You weren't thinking that.
No, but are these kids thinking that at all?
You would have been supplying your brother for his partying needs.
Correct.
JB?
Yeah. Which is opposite because he, as an older brother, he should have been supplying me.
Exactly.
Do you guys have great resources for education on that? I'm genuinely curious.
Yeah, we do. We do financial education, and all these guys now. I mean, they've by and large all of them have agents, and any agent or agency that is worth their weight has a financial advisory piece to their organization. So, we're functioning much like the NFL and the NBA and Major League Baseball do in terms of all the people at the table. Within our sport.
Yeah, I've known your general manager, Mark Van de Wettering, standing behind you for a long time. He's gotten more gray hairs in 1 year since becoming general manager than I could ever imagine him having in his life.
Absolutely. He thought working with me and being my ops guy was stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah, his world just got a lot. Does that ding mean something?
It means yes.
It means yes.
Yes.
Yes, you're correct.
Yeah, his world just got real.
Now, just talking about his world, though, and everything going on.
Surprised why he's not in here, not out raising some money.
Right?
Somewhere, meeting with agents.
Wait a minute. If you're supposed to be raising money, you need to get up out of here. I love Badgers basketball. Go do your job. Don't stand around listening to KBN. But for real, with John Tonje and how great he was, right, being able to get that diamond in the rough, how much did that help you in the basketball program and telling kids, listen, you can be the next John Tonje?
Well, I mean, you look back even further than that. I mean, John Tonje knew who Johnny Davis was. John Tonje knew the type of year A.J. Storr had before he left. So the last three guys that have been in that position have done really, really well. And obviously John Tonje came in and you would have thought he was with us for 3 or 4 years with how he acted, how he carried himself. he was as good a fit for having him for 8 months as you could ever imagine. And I think it's just a credit to him and his teammates for how they accepted him, and he fit into his role and just blossomed, and obviously had a phenomenal year.
Yeah, Greg Gard joining us, the head coach of the Wisconsin men's basketball team here on Kyle Bruston Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Coach, I think back, we've done. It's been a really cool opportunity this past year for me, getting married and doing the bachelor party, mostly because I'm able to see all my teammates and to have a reason to get together. And we did a Final Four reunion in Madison for we called it Make 'em Believe, because it's what made 'em believe. And I think about the expectations that those teams, sort of set for themselves in a way. You had a big influence in 2014, sitting us down and saying this team has a chance to do something special. We did get to the Final Four. After that, 2015 had already been there and had pieces that were freshmen and sophomores and juniors that were all going to elevate that next year, and obviously went to the national championship game. Fans definitely understand the success that you've had. Winning Big Ten championships, right? Going to the Big Ten tournament championship games. Everyone continues to come back to that second weekend. I know you. Here's when people ask me about it. I was like, I know Gard wants it. I know. I wanted
the third weekend.
Yeah, right. Like, is something from a goal that you talk about, or how do you go approaching your expectations?
We talk about it, and I want it not for me, because as I told the team actually last week when I met with them for the first time when I got back, speaking of weddings. I apologize.
Big congrats to Coach Gard and his family.
Yeah, it was our daughter's
family.
So, we talked about that, and I said, I've already been to two of them. I want you guys to experience it. And, it's hard to get there. Let's be honest. You've seen a lot of good teams that we've had, even at Wisconsin, even before you, that didn't get a chance to get there. And you watch every year, somebody that you would expect is going to be there doesn't get there, because basketball is the one sport that doesn't have a playoff. We don't have a series. It's a one game, 40 minutes. The NBA has a series. Major League Baseball, the Brewers will have a series, and you have multiple opportunities to get there. And usually the best, if you play a series, usually the best comes out on top. But in college basketball, you have one game, 40 minutes, and the parity now in college basketball is across the board, obviously, because of the transfer portal, because of NIL. There's so many good players in so many places, and you can't have a bad 10 minutes. But absolutely, it's beyond the second weekend. Let's get to that third weekend and try to finish what we didn't finish back in 2015.
That was a bad question by me then, and I like his answer.
Yeah, I love his answer. And I'm thinking about Wisconsin basketball, being born and raised here in the state of Wisconsin, and now you being able to recruit the state of Wisconsin as you have been. The talent level coming out of high school basketball here in Wisconsin, can you just speak to how great it is now and how that benefits us for what we're trying to build here? Last year, I think we had 4 players in the top 100, and you ended up getting, I believe, 2 of them, or I don't know, Will Garlick was in part of that as well.
Should have been.
Good kid.
Yeah.
I heard he's doing well, or at least in the summertime.
7'1", 260, and I don't know what's going to happen this year, but
I'm excited.
I'm excited about what his future will be. But yeah, I mean, I think basketball in the state of Wisconsin has improved. I've watched it. Obviously, I've been in the state and grew up in the state. The opportunities that players have now are much more prevalent than they were, 15, 20 years ago. So they have a chance to play more from a national standpoint. They get more exposure. We have more players playing in different leagues across the country. And it ebbs and flows. It's cyclical. Every state is. You're going to have classes where there's a lot of players that can play at the high level, and then there's going to have years where it's a little thinner. So there is more and more players coming out, and I think it's in large part because our coaches have done a great job in the state. Our youth programs have done a really good job. Obviously, there's way more AAU teams and way more AAU opportunities than there were 15, 20 years ago. You used to go to Vegas and watch one. We don't even go to Vegas anymore, but
I remember those days.
There used to be 1 or 2 teams from Wisconsin. Now you go and there's like 15. So that's everywhere. That's whether you go to Atlanta, whether we go to, you name it, where we go to watch things in the spring and the summer. There's just way more opportunities for players to develop, and it's become a year-round sport. We see very few. Unfortunately, I'm still old school from a standpoint. I'd like to see players or athletes play multiple sports in high school. but it's become more specialized because they play, they come right out of their high school season in March and they're right into the AAU season in April and May, right back to summer workouts with their high school team in June, and then back on the road with the AAU in July. So it does become a really a full-time or a 12-month-a-year commitment.
Yeah, and it's usually Kyle Bruston-Ortman with Greg Gard in Madison, but we're currently in Milwaukee because you took your crew out here to promote what you got going on. Super exciting at Fiserv Forum. You're playing Oklahoma in an exhibition game on October 24th, and then Villanova is part of the Milwaukee Hoop Showdown on December 19th. Exhibition game against Porter Mosier.
Yeah.
How did this come
Pretty
about?
neat, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good opportunity to see some real high-level basketball in person here in Milwaukee.
Yeah, fans are going to learn just like I am because that's going to be our first outside competition. But no, I think whenever we have a chance to, and I've always been, we played at American Family Field a few years ago against Stanford, and anytime we have a chance, obviously we have the series with Marquette that rotates Madison to Milwaukee every year, but anytime we have a chance to go outside of Madison and be in front of our fans across the state, I think it's a great opportunity for us, and because we are the University of Wisconsin, it's not the University of Madison. So I like to get out and be around the state, and obviously Milwaukee presents a great opportunity with the facility, with the Fiserv Forum, and we have a huge fan base here, and it's a chance for not once, but twice against obviously two really good teams. They'll get to see us in October and see how many things we have to get better at
for
and then
December.
See us 2 months later, see how much better we've gotten. So we're excited about it to be able to do this. And when these opportunities came up, I gave Mark the ultra green light when he mentioned these games to me.
Yeah, that's two Mark Van de Wettering mentions here on Kyle Bruston-Ortman. We hit the over on 1.5. Too many mentions and compliments for Mark, who was the head manager back in the day for me.
I like Mark. He's the general manager.
He's an ace.
We call him the money man.
Money man Mark, keep bringing in that money so I can keep cheering on the Wisconsin Badgers, baby. I love when they win.
So, Coach, you were recently overseas for a wedding for your family. You've been up many times to Packers practices. Matt LaFleur has been a part of Guarding Against Cancer. We haven't mentioned Guarding Against Cancer, which has obviously surpassed a big milestone if you want to share what's going on there.
Yeah, we actually have another big statewide event tomorrow night in Platteville. Our last stop as we've toured the state with the WIAC schools, and we have a sold-out venue. There'll be close to 300 people there tomorrow night. Obviously, for me, it's kind of going back home, so to speak, where it started from a college coaching perspective. And we've crossed the $10 million mark here in does that get a ding?
Can I get an air horn? How about the air horn? There we go. And all those funds stay at the UW Carbone Cancer Center right here in Wisconsin, because we have a nationally recognized cancer center, and Coach Gard's done a great job throughout his tenure, not only raising funds, but keeping it here and affecting patients that affect patients and giving care across the state, not just in Madison.
Yeah, just and that'll be one of the focuses tomorrow night. We have 4 local organizations we're going to give money to at the end of the night after the event. So it's not only the research at Carbone, which is really important to be able to stay on the cutting edge of finding a cure and better treatments, but also at the grassroots level of the patient care initiatives across the state, and to be able to help right in everybody's hometowns.
So this is an interesting question because nobody is Micah Parsons, because Micah Parsons has impacted the Packers in a way that's unlocked the rest of the guys of the Packers.
You were pretty
defense.
excited, I'm sure the day that happened. Huh?
I mean, I was in Portugal, actually. I was very excited. The problem was...
you even had something from the beach, I saw.
Yes, and Taylor Swift news happened, so I realized a week into the wedding that my wife and I had 2 things we wanted to talk about that we each didn't care about. Who would be the player this year that sort of unlocks the rest of the team and they will all benefit because of their presence? This similarly to how Micah's affected this defense.
Yeah, I think, obviously I'd be remiss if I don't talk about 2 returners, John Blackwell and Nolan Winter. John's with us today on this little Milwaukee tour, but I think Nick Boyd, the point guard from San Diego State, played at Florida Atlantic, played in the Final Four there. Obviously played for really good coaches in Dusty May and Brian Dutcher out at San Diego State. So, he's one that's jumped off the page right from the beginning. Just his leadership, his voice. Obviously, he's extremely talented. A consummate point guard in terms of leading and pushing the envelope and challenging players, and obviously he's challenging teammates, and he has obviously got the credibility behind him. He's had a lot of success, but he's been fun to watch. Kind of immerse himself and evolve with this team.
Well, Coach, you got a whole posse here. I don't want to keep you from wherever you got to go next, but I've enjoyed every second of this.
Yeah,
look
we're
forward
in the media car wash.
Yeah,
today.
the car wash today.
Yeah, along with the Brewer game tonight, and see if I can throw a strike before.
You do?
I do.
Mark Tauscher throwing out the first pitch today as well. They got a couple first pitch.
Really? He's got the first pitch today too?
Yeah, they do a couple, but I wonder if Tausch is one of the smaller ones and Gard's like the
big one. Yeah,
the Wisconsin Badger basketball head coach, Greg Gard.
You think Tausch will throw actually from 60 feet?
Or
will he go down in front?
You got to go to the mound.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, yeah,
Why would I not?
he joined us about 30 minutes ago, and he was setting the low expectations, so I think he could over deliver.
Text from him earlier today.
Yep.
Wondering if I was going to throw.
I'll be there.
Okay.
I'll be there. So now I got even two reasons and
make it on time.
To make it on time, yes.
Can you make it on time? Can you bring your glove and warm me up in the?
I have done that. I did that for Alex Strofe behind the glass, but he doesn't have an athletic bone in his body, so it was no help.
Didn't go well for me, Coach.
All right,
15 feet over my head.
I'll get Vanderwettering to warm me up. Give him another.
No,
duty.
send him out to go get money and get the players. So are we good now? I thought we never stop in this world of college hoops now.
Never stop.
You having fun? You look like you're having fun.
We are. We're having fun. I got a great group around me, obviously. Mark, as we've talked about, but the other guys on staff, too, have been phenomenal. You played with a lot of them or been around a lot of them, all mostly former players, and a really, really good team that's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, I'm excited. I know we're all excited, and look forward to having you in Milwaukee twice for Badger fans to come see this team at Fiserv Forum against Oklahoma in the exhibition, and, of course, Marquette in December. Coach Greg Gard of the Wisconsin men's Badger basketball team, thank you.
Thank you, Ben.
And if you really want to be entertained, Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust is coming up next, where I answer fifth grade questions.
Okay.
You can stay or go.
Pack, go.
Yeah, it's up to you. You want one from me?
Pack, go.
My wife and my daughter were doing the Go Pack Go, and I was like, all right, here we go. Go Pack Go!
There it is.
800-990-3776. Let's go with caller number. You choose, Coach Gard. What caller number you want today?
7.
Caller 7, according to Greg Gard. No, we got 7. 800-990-3776. Caller 7 is going to play me in Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? You'll get 15 questions. In 90 seconds, you're allowed to say skip or pass. And if you skip and we get through all the questions, we will come back to those at the end. If you beat me, you help my record get even worse. And then we get on our merry way. 800-990-3776. Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? In 2 minutes.
Pull up to Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee and shoot your shot at big wins for Sweet Ticket September. Play with your rewards card for entries. Score triple on drawing Thursday. Win slam dunk prizes like cash, reward plate, and tickets to see the Milwaukee Bucks in action. Sweet Ticket September. You ready for this? Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
It's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some exciting news from my friends at Bank 5-9. Not only have they been named a top workplace for 16 straight years, but they've just won the prestigious Community Choice Award as the best bank in the Milwaukee area. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Not only do they have great products and services, but they truly live out their mission to make lives better. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check out the best. Visit bank59.com to learn more today. Member FDIC.
Discover Proof Pizza at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. In the heart of Milwaukee's Theater District, this modern pizzeria delivers Neapolitan-style pies, a bold grill menu, and old-school hospitality in a sleek, art-inspired setting. Whether you're craving a quick lunch or a relaxed evening bite, Proof Pizza is your go-to downtown destination. Dine in, unwind, and savor flavor that hits just right. And here's a tip. If you mention Jen Latta, you'll receive 10% off your order. Learn more at stkatearts.com.
From the biggest stars to the greatest moments. Behind the Bucks is Bucks history like you've never heard it before. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Tune in to KBN every day at 2 o'clock. Kyle Brust and Nortman. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
You were bringing it in. This is Kyle Brust and Nortman here on ESPN Wisconsin. I'm Kyle Wallace. You know what Ben Brust is doing.
I was watching you yawn. I was like, did you forget what we're doing here?
I was chilling. You know me. Once I know it's 3 o'clock on a Tuesday, you know what that means. It's time for Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? And it's time for me to kind of put my feet up and relax. And
very true.
Alex Strofe and I were discussing who's going to read the questions because he didn't give me the questions beforehand, and we had about 10 seconds, and I need at least 30 to pre-read them. So you're going to read the questions today, so I just assumed I was going to let you go.
I mean, you can let me go. You can kick back those feet, relax.
My favorite thing to do is listen to Ben Brust get smoked in Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust?
All right, Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust time, presented by Lakeland University.
For those of you who say Ben Brust is an idiot, here's your chance to be proven right. It's time to play Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? Presented by Lakeland University. Don't put your life on hold to earn your degree. Build a schedule that meets your needs. Lakeland.edu.
Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust time, presented by Lakeland University. Ben's record in the year of 2025, not good. 6 wins, 27 losses, 6 ties. Yeah, not good. His record as a married man, much shorter time period, also not good. 0 wins, 1 loss, 1 tie. Looking to keep that the case and keep Ben Brust winless as a married man is Dan in Sheboygan. Dan, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. How about you guys?
I feel great because you feel great, and Kyle feels great because he doesn't have to do any work this segment. That's my understanding. All right, Dan, you know the drill. You've heard it before. He told me, it's only taken me 4 years to get in, so big debut for Dan today. 15 questions. You will have 90 seconds to answer as many as you can. You can say skip or pass if you don't know the answer to the question. If time allows, we will come back to it and allow you to answer it a second time. And if you win, you will win an ESPN Wisconsin prize pack. Win or tie, you will win the ESPN Wisconsin prize pack. But we want to win, not a tie. Dan, any questions, or are you good to go?
I'm good to go.
All right, here we go. Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust with Dan in Sheboygan? In 3, 2, 1. Dan, what bird is a symbol of peace?
Dove.
What type of rock is formed by cooled molten lava?
Pass.
What was the first U.S. state to ratify the Constitution?
Delaware.
Which sea separates Saudi Arabia and Africa?
Caspian Sea.
Who directed the movie Jaws?
Stephen King.
What does FBI stand for?
Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Who wrote Pride and Prejudice?
Tom Clancy.
What is the tallest type of grass in the world? Grass.
Bluegrass.
What is a shape with 8 sides called?
Octagon.
What's the capital of Argentina?
Buenos Aires.
Sure. Who painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel?
Michelangelo.
Who was the first U.S. president to resign from office?
Nixon.
What is the national bird of the United States?
Eagle.
What animal is known as the ship of the desert?
Camel.
Nicely done by Dan in Sheboygan. Kyle, before I tell you the number I need a clarification.
Yes.
Number 13, the second to last question I asked him was, what is the national bird of the United States?
It's an American eagle.
He just said eagle.
Oh, it's supposed to be bald eagle?
Correct. Do we give it to him?
What type of... Is an eagle different than a bald eagle?
Well, a bald eagle is a specific type of eagle.
It's a bald eagle. So, no, don't give it to him.
So that would be an 8 spot then?
Damn, he had 8?
Yeah, it was an 8 or 9.
Yeah. Well,
he got the last one. If we counted eagle, he got the last 6 right.
Bald eagle overview. Well, I typed in eagle and it came up with bald eagle.
So we're going to give it to him.
Golden eagle. Common name for... Oh, wait. Eagle is common name for the golden eagle. Bald eagle and other birds. No. A bald eagle.
Got to be more specific?
Yep.
I tend to agree. All right, that's an 8 spot then for Dan in Sheboygan.
A tricky 8 spot in the sense of I didn't know what he was getting right because his wrong ones were
Chef
bad.
Ed just texted in. Chef Ed just said
12 spot.
14. I read 14 questions.
Yeah. No. Yeah. What he got wrong, he was so far off. He was so far off of what he got wrong, but what he got right, he hit it. And Chef Ed, 14 out of 14, huh? That's crazy how you are so good when you aren't on air. Chef Ed is magnificent when he's not on air. On air, he's terrible.
Who, Chef Ed?
Yeah, but off air, he's phenomenal.
This is as Ben re-enters the studio. I'm not spoiling anything.
What are you looking at,
saying
Ben?
this? I read 14 questions to Dan in Sheboygan. Chef Ed texted in, I got 14. I want to beat him again. He claims he got every question I read correctly.
He gets nervous when he gets on air.
Yeah,
he does.
I'm going to leave that one alone.
All right, 15 questions, 90 seconds.
I'm glad you're reading, by the way, because if Kyle was reading, I'd be like, oh, damn.
He stumbled a little bit.
I poorly wrote one question.
Oh,
I will
you
take...
mean ChatGPT poorly wrote you one question?
So they give me suggestions, and then I go out and I edit them.
He poorly writes a lot of questions that stumble.
I wrote a
stumble,
what are for a who are. Yeah, it didn't work out as well as I
But I
wanted
didn't kill him for it like
Neither
you would do
here nor
everybody
there.
else.
Neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. It's time for Ben Brust, time to shine or flop flat on his face. And Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust, presented by Lakeland University. Ben, you know the rules. 15 questions, 90 seconds. You ready to go?
Good luck, my friend.
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. Are you smarter than Ben Brust, or are you smarter than Dan in Sheboygan? In 3, 2, 1. What bird is a symbol of peace?
A dove.
What type of rock is formed by cooled, molten lava?
Molten.
What was the first U.S. state to ratify the Constitution?
Pennsylvania.
Which sea separates Saudi Arabia and Africa?
The Dead Sea?
Who directed the movie Jaws?
Spielberg.
What does FBI stand for?
Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Who wrote Pride and Prejudice, Ben Brust?
Pass.
What is the tallest type of grass in the world?
Pass.
What is a shape with 8 sides called?
Octagon.
What's the capital of Argentina?
Buenos Aires.
Who painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel, Ben Brust?
Da Vinci. No.
Who is the first U.S. president to resign from office?
Roosevelt.
What is the national bird of the United States?
The bald eagle.
What animal is known as the ship of the deserts?
I don't know animals. The what? The ship?
Ship of the desert.
The lizard.
What instrument measures atmospheric pressure?
A barometer.
Who wrote Pride and Prejudice?
We've had this 11 weeks in a row, is it now?
No,
I took a break.
Yeah,
took a break.
But you say the name all the time.
Margaret Thatcher?
Okay, well, a woman's name. So at least he was.
That was for the time.
No!
It's a 7 spot for Ben Brust, an 8 spot for Dan in Sheboygan.
A lizard, huh?
You got cooking at the end, but you had a couple ones you're going to kick yourself over.
All right, run through them.
All right, bird that is a symbol of peace. You both got it right. It's a dove. The type of rock that is formed by cooled molten lava is an igneous rock.
Tough.
What was the first U.S. state to ratify the Constitution? Not Pennsylvania, it was Delaware.
So, for some reason, I know Delaware's the first state.
Pennsylvania is right next to Delaware.
Yeah, it's right there. It's right there.
You're not far off.
Neither of you guys got this one. The sea that separates Saudi Arabia and Africa is the Red Sea.
Mm.
Dead Sea. It rhymes, but not the correct answer.
The Dead Sea, huh?
You got the next couple. Steven Spielberg did direct the movie Jaws. FBI is the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Who wrote Pride and Prejudice?
Dude, I don't know.
Jane
Austen.
That would be correct.
So you do know. All I said was Jane. You just knew the last name.
Figured it out.
What do you mean you don't
Didn't know Jane.
The tallest type of grass in the world is bamboo. Shaped with 8 sides is indeed an octagon. Buenos Aires is the capital of Argentina. How did Dan say that one, Kyle?
Buenos. He said it like an American.
He said it very strangely, but I said, yeah, sure.
Like an American.
The ceiling of the Sistine Chapel, Ben.
What did I say?
Da Vinci.
Van Gogh?
No.
Who?
Michelangelo, I believe. Da Vinci, was he? I don't believe he was an artist. Didn't he do something with math and numbers?
Well, you're thinking of the Da Vinci Code.
Oh.
You're just
you're no better.
You're no better. I just was gonna say the same thing. Like the more you speak, the dumber we all sound.
Da Vinci's an artist. I think of the Da Vinci Code.
The first U.S. president to resign from office, not Roosevelt.
Yeah. Now, where did you get that from,
bro? I don't know. I don't know the answer. I just think of a president, and I have like a 1 out of
Nixon. Watergate.
Nixon.
The national bird of the United States is a bald eagle. Dan only said eagle. We did not give it to him.
Yeah.
You said bald eagle.
Look, he was ready to say,
I was ready to snap.
Over a tie. No, we
I feel like
no.
this one just used some deductive reasoning here. The animal known as the ship of the desert.
Lizards ship a lot of things in the desert, don't they? What do you
think
see
about
in
an
the
animal
desert?
that carries a lot of stuff in the desert?
A camel?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we needed that 2 minutes ago.
The instrument that measures atmospheric pressure. He got this one right. It's a barometer. Ended on a high note.
That's very good because you remember that.
Roosevelt take his citizenship.
That is
pretty bad.
Was a bad
Which
answer.
Roosevelt were you thinking?
Congratulations to Dan and Sheboygan. You are officially, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your coworkers, you are smarter than Ben Brooks.
Also on the Carbless Talk and text line, Jake in the 414. As a teacher, he's proud of my growth.
Yeah,
I am too.
But still rough.
Yeah, still bad. You got less than 50% right, but barely. 7 out of 15.
But he's competing better this time. Guys are just getting 8 spots and 9 spots.
I am competing because I do want to do right by Lakeland University, which is what Are You Smarter Than Ben Bruss is brought to you by. Lakeland University, Wisconsin's leader in flexible, personalized education. Whether you're just starting college, finishing your degree, or balancing work and family, Lakeland lets you earn your degree your way. Lakeland University, experience it your way. Ben Bruss, Kyle Wallace, Alex Strofe running the show. UKBN Nation at 800-990-3776. Jaden Reed thinks the Packers are going to the Super Bowl. At least that's what he told us after his collarbone surgery and a little bit of anesthetics. But I do want to hit a different leader of the Green Bay Packers, the captain of the defense and the back end, Xavier McKinney. I think this is great timing after Kyle has already anointed them 17-0 to hear from Xavier McKinney on the other side of Kyle Brust Nortman next.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman.
I'm going to quote the great Martin Luther King in this.
Wow.
I'm going to bring up MLK. You know what he said? Oh, wow. He said, our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. And you know what matters to me? Booing Craig Counsell and booing the Chicago Cubs.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Southbound 41 still heavy from just south of Good Hope Road all the way down past Capitol. Northbound's backing up a bit from about North Avenue all the way up to Capitol. And then on eastbound 94, we've got backups, just a little pocket of heavy traffic right now from 76th Street to Hawley Road. And then again through the stadium, the westbound side slowing down out of the Marquette all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. Traffic is brought to you by Fisco Auto Body. Call Fisco Auto Body to help with all body repair needs. Fisco, Fisco, Fisco. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast tonight, mostly clear skies, a low of 61 at the lake, 56 inland. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, warm, a high of 80 at the lake, 83 inland. Weather's brought to you by National Liquor Mart at 16th and National in Milwaukee. Packed with the best beer, liquor, seltzer, and spirit deals in town. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, where your satisfaction is their plan of action. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
This year, it just feels different.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Listen to WTMJ as the Brewers make their charge to the postseason. Brewers playoff coverage is presented by the Neurospine Center of Wisconsin and featured by Annex Wealth Management, Boucher Automotive, and Delta Dental. We are the home of the Brewers. WTMJ.
Your path to a degree should fit your life, not the other way around. At Lakeland University, you can personalize every part of your college experience. With a main campus in Sheboygan, evening classes across the state, and flexible online options, you choose how and when you learn. Just graduated high school, changing careers, juggling work and life, they've got options for you. You can even earn credit for experience you already have, or for the work you're doing now, saving time and money. Start customizing your future today at lakeland.edu/ESPN. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
Back to school means back to savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. Right now, get $3,000 off your roofing, your siding, your windows, or your bath project during the fall savings event. Don't wait. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com to claim your $3,000 savings and book your free estimate. Exterior Pros and Baths, Wisconsin's trusted home improvement experts. Trust the pros.
At Citizens Bank, we believe banking is more than transactions. It's about being recognized and remembered. It's feeling like you're understood and supported along the way. It's the small stuff that says, we know you. Because when your bank gets you, banking just feels better. Citizens Bank. Bank where you belong. Learn more at citizensbankwi.bank/belong. Citizens Bank is member FDIC.
Come catch the final battle of the regular season when the Brewers host the Reds Friday, September 26th through Sunday, September 28th. We're celebrating the best fans in the game on Saturday, the 27th at Fan Appreciation Night, presented by Toyota. Plus, if you're one of the first 30,000 fans through the gates, you'll take home a Brewers tumbler giveaway too, presented by Quick Trip. Come close out the regular season with the crew. Get your seats today at brewers.com/tickets.
This is Kevin Moret from Mentality. Every day is a silent competition, and with testosterone dropping 1% annually, you're fighting an uphill battle. Your colleagues notice when you lose your edge, your partner senses when your confidence wavers, and without addressing low T, you're set up to fail. No willpower can overcome this hormonal deficit. Mentality's FDA-approved treatments have shown a 30% increase in testosterone levels. Don't let low T define you. Reclaim your power at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Welcome back. Expectations are getting very, 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 very high for the Green Bay Packers, as they should. But I love when the locker room is able to have guys with experience letting them know what to focus on, especially 2 weeks into the season. It's Kyle Bruston Ortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Get us on the Carbless Talk and text line 800-990-3776. Less is more. You can see us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. But I'd love to hear from Xavier McKinney yesterday at his locker talking about this season already. And so a lot of people are looking at it. Even his teammate, Jaden Reese, got to call him Jaden down. You know, Jaden came out at aesthetics.
Take us to the bowl, bro.
And you got him going to the Super Bowl. But what Xavier McKinney got to say about it?
I'm not going to sit up here and say we're the best team in the NFL. I mean, it's just 2 games. We got a lot of football to play. And I think the biggest thing about being 2-0, like, to be honest, like, you can't really get complacent, and you can't feel like you won a Super Bowl, because it's a lot of that start off 2-0, and later in the season, they don't be worth shit. So,
that's Xavier McKinney, courtesy of WBAY. And how about getting right to the point, huh?
Yeah, a lot of teams that start off 2-0, but at the end of the year, they ain't worth it. And you know what? I'm right there with it. I understand it. And that's the mentality I want from the locker room. I want us fans, we fans, KBN Nation, Packer Nation. I want us to be the ones talking about we excited. Now, I understand Jaden Reed, he was, drugged up a little bit from that anesthesia, so he was just saying what was in his heart. But a lot of these guys aren't out there. They're not focused on the playoffs. They're focused on winning game to game, week to week, and right now the focus is the Cleveland Browns. So actually that's the mentality I want, because that guy is speaking with confidence and conviction and understanding we can't get ahead of ourselves. We got to make sure we take care of business every single week. Being 2-0 doesn't mean a dang thing in that locker room. All it means to them is they have more to prove. So I know this was like, oh, Kyle, calm down because, you're excited. I can be excited. I don't have to go out there and play. They don't want me nowhere near that field. I can't even stop at this point in my life.
No, you can't. And for those who have missed it, you go to, where can they find Kyle Wallace running into our trailer after Alex Strofe actually did something athletic and led him with the football pretty well? I think we have it ready to go on YouTube.
I've been stretching
at
ever
ESPN
since.
Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison.
Stretching every day since. But my whole point is that I'm glad that Xavier McKinney is putting down any conversations talking about the Super Bowl or talking about any type of championships, because everything must be earned, and that is what the Green Bay Packers have been on. They have played like a team on a mission. They beat the heck out of the Detroit Lions, a team that swept them last season, and then everybody was talking about the Washington Commanders. Everybody's talking about, they went to the NFC Championship. They could be the team that could maybe break through and go to the Super Bowl. Jaden Daniels is this great quarterback, a dark horse for the MVP. And the Green Bay Packers said, okay, we'll see you. We'll see you on Thursday night. And they
said bumps that.
But they did say bumps that, and they destroyed them. And so I like the fact that the Green Bay Packers, Xavier McKinney, a leader in the locker room, is telling everybody 2-0 don't mean diddly squat poo.
Well, I love it from a couple sides of the coin here. Xavier McKinney and Josh Jacobs were both free agent acquisitions that came from historically bad franchises of recent times, not a lot of playoff success. And I don't want to say it was a main topic of conversation, but a lot of people are saying, well, Xavier comes from the Giants and they don't know how to win, and Josh Jacobs comes from the Raiders and they don't know how to win, and they both got C's on their jersey. Well, to all accounts, Xavier McKinney backs up his performance on the field. He says all the right things as a leader to keep this team motivated. Obviously, to the media, if he's saying there's a lot of 2-0 teams that have not done blank and blank and blank at the end of the year. Josh Jacobs, even heading into the season, Jason Wilde had continued to say that he is the voice. And his play on the field represents something that makes you feel proud that he's a captain. I'm not saying anything negative about Jordan Love, but football is a physical game. And when you have your running back who, as you love pointing out, Kyle, is pointing at guys, hey, come hit me, I'm ready for it, and runs them over, those are the kind of guys you want leading your football team. So I could not be happier with those two free agent acquisitions. It's kind of funny how this all works.
How so? What's so funny? Ha ha.
The Green Bay Packers are a what? Draft and develop team? But their three arguably best players were all acquired not in the draft.
And that's why I give Goody a lot of credit, because we knocked him for not being able to fix some of his problems, but he did it at the safety position. He moved on and got younger at the running back position, and he pulled a rabbit out the hat with this Micah Parsons thing. And even Aaron Banks, and knowing the tenacity that he plays with, granted he's hurt, but the tenacity that he plays with on the offensive line and run blocking. We see Nate Hobbs. Nate Hobbs trying to hurt his own team, friend the fire.
I know. Go hurt the other team now.
And so I got to give him credit, because he's able to see where the shortcomings are and he's able to fill it. But I'm very excited about Xavier McKinney's mentality. I'm glad he's a leader on this football team. He's going to take us places. Having him back there is very, very helpful, and he's very, very special. Carter just sent a text message on the Carbless Talking text line that I want to hit on the other side, because it has something to do with somebody that Kyle maybe owes an apology to. But first I'm going to tell you about IKEA, because IKEA is turning 40 and they're giving away presents. Usually when you turn something, you get stuff. They're giving you something from September 3rd through the 23rd. So you have 7 more days. Every day, 3 times a day, 40 lucky winners are going to score an IKEA gift card worth anywhere from $500 to $500. That's $500 potentially for you.
120 winners every day at the store. So don't miss your chance to join the celebration and win. Visit IKEA Oak Creek or IKEA.us for more information. You must be an IKEA family member to participate, which is free to join, so very easy to enter. 1 gift card per IKEA family membership during the promotion, but check out IKEA Oak Creek. Kyle's got a cramp. He owes somebody on the Green Bay Packers an apology, and we'll hit on that next.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman.
We were going to extend more invites, but I just jumped the gun for some reason at the meeting because I thought I was being like funny and personable, and I just don't know how to read the room. I was like, oh, this guy who doesn't know me, he's going to think it's hilarious. Then I'm with Josh, and I'm saying, hey, Josh, you didn't get the first round invite. Suck it.
In what world would that person find that funny, though?
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Southbound 41 still heavy from just south of Good Hope Road all the way down past Capitol. Northbound's backing up a bit from about North Avenue all the way up to Capitol. And then on eastbound 94, we've got backups, just a little pocket of heavy traffic right now from 76th Street to Hawley Road. And then again through the stadium, the westbound side slowing down out of the Marquette all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. Traffic is brought to you by Fisco Auto Body. Call Fisco Auto Body to help with all body repair needs. Fisco, Fisco, Fisco. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, mostly clear skies, a low of 61 at the lake, 56 inland. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, warm, a high of 80 at the lake, 83 inland. Weather is brought to you by National Liquor Mart at 16th and National in Milwaukee. Packed with the best beer, liquor, seltzer, and spirit deals in town. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, where your satisfaction is their plan of action. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
An ESPN Radio Extra Point with Rich Eisen.
We've been saying for years, you got to play a perfect game to beat the Chiefs. You make a mistake, they're going to take advantage of it and beat you with it. It looks like the Chiefs in 2025 are the team that can't make the mistakes. That's what it looks like to me through first 2 weeks. And Worthy being out and Rashee Rice being suspended for 6 games doesn't help. It just doesn't. You know what would help? A 100-yard game from Pacheco. That would help.
Or a 60-yard game.
Or something.
Just something. Like Patrick Mahomes can't be your leading rusher. You know, he's on pace for 1,000 yards this year. It's like that's not sustainable.
So that's the way it looks to me, is that the Chiefs have finally come back down to earth enough to be the team that can't make the mistake. That's what the first 2 weeks looks like to me. I'm not going to sit here and say this team is done, the window is closed, they have too many good players. But something is off, as Mahomes is now 0-2 for the first time ever, and if you include the playoffs, on a 3-game losing streak for the first time.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
With Robinhood, not only can you trade individual stocks and ETFs, you can also seamlessly buy and sell crypto at low costs. Trade all in one place. Get started now on Robinhood. Trading crypto involves significant risk. Crypto trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Crypto LLC. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services. Crypto held through Robinhood Crypto is not FDIC insured or SIPC protected. Investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Securities trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer.
Hey, it's John McGivern here. You know I love Network Health. One of the reasons is that they're local and they understand how important that is. Their exceptional customer service isn't just words on a page. It's what they do. It's what they've always done for over 41 years. Call 833-7-NETWORK today. HMO and POS plans underwritten by Network Health Plan. Compensation has been provided for using this endorsement of Network Health.
Is your roof underperforming? Saggy shingles, leaky spots? Sounds like someone needs a little Evandale Roofing. They don't just patch things up, they go all the way. Tight, sealed, satisfied. It's the kind of roof that'll have your neighbors going,
now that's a roof.
Evandale Roofing. They get on top so you don't have to. Call now. Your house deserves it.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when I need her. Oh, I think that I found myself.
We'll have to do some digging, Alex Strofe. I know we won't have it today, but we'll have to find all the times that Kyle Wallace was like, you know what we got to do? Essentially just go back to the Packers' loss against the Eagles in the wild card game. Kyle Wallace wasn't very happy with one Keyshawn Nixon. Not just about his kick return.
Not.
When he labeled himself cornerback 1.
That was not.
You said bumps that. He ain't even a quarterback 3.
He was not.
So, do you have anything to say to Keyshawn Nixon?
What I'll say is this. I applaud Keyshawn Nixon because obviously he keeps improving year after year. And the performance that he had on Sunday, my goodness.
He's applauding.
Thank you. 5 pass breakups. That's what's up. And again, it's not about how can you play in man-to-man defense. Can you keep up with Justin Jefferson? Can you keep up with a DJ Moore? Can you keep up with an Amon-Ra St. Brown? It is about can you execute the defense that you need to play in the scheme you need to play. And he has excelled in doing that. Week 1, he wasn't an issue. And last week, week 2, he was phenomenal. He was fantastic. Scary Terry was non-existent. Deebo Samuel, I didn't see him doing much at all. There was no threat. It was outside of the tight end and Zach Ertz. There was no real legitimate threat when you're talking about at the wide receiver position, and Keyshawn Nixon played a significant role in that with the 5 pass breakups that he had. So I can sit here and say he's looking like a CB1 for the Green Bay Packers this year. So I give him credit for that. So if I need to apologize, brother, good job. I'm happy.
That's not an apology. I'm sorry what I said about you. You're proving me wrong.
Listen, I was wrong. So far, I was wrong.
You won't say sorry?
Hell no. I mean, from what I said, listen, he set the tone for that game when he fumbled that football. Granted, the Packers probably should have got it back. I don't know what happened with the review. And then he had a personal foul penalty as well. Like, no. I ain't saying sorry. I was just going based off what I saw. But listen, if he proves me wrong, good. Good for him. I want anybody in this world that I ever say that you are this or you are that because of what you showed me and you proved me wrong, good. Good, because I'm only trying to make you a better whatever.
Look at you. You think you're the motivator to all the Packers players when you say something bad about them.
Motivated by me saying he was a CB3, then boy, oh boy, I'm glad you were playing like a CB1.
800-990-3776 on the Carbless Talking text line. Carter chimes in with his big takeaway from Thursday. Packers took the Commanders' lunch money, felt bad, gave a smidge back. Keyshawn Nixon, CB1.
He has looked like a CB1. That game
thus far.
That 5 pass breakups in one game that's hard to do, and that means people are throwing at you, but you're not letting anything happen. The last time
Eric Stokes didn't touch the football his entire Green Bay Packers career.
I mean, right. And so, I mean, the last time it was done, it was Jair Alexander. We know how talented Jair Alexander was. And so, and I think about it, man, listen, if this is the Keyshawn Nixon we're going to get all year, if this is the guy we're going to get all year, you can write it down now. I'm going to spell it out for you. SUPERBOWL.
Why don't you just let Jaden Reed tell it for you?
Go ahead, Jaden. Let him know if CB1.
Packers to the bowl, bro.
Packers to the bowl, bro. If he plays like a CB1 for the Green Bay Packers, it's Packers to the bowl, bro. Book your tickets. And I'm not one to say book tickets to the Super Bowl because we ain't been there. And I was in my early 20s. Greg Gard was still assistant coach.
Yes, I was a freshman in college.
Strofe was in middle school. Elementary school at the time. So that's a long time.
He might have been in kindergarten.
Yeah, that was a long time.
He might have still been wet in the bed.
No, yeah, maybe.
Why'd you shake your head yes right? Are you a habitual bedwetter?
I still wet the bed.
Oh, no.
I'm just kidding.
No. I mean, some people have the bedwetting issues, and you said that a little too quick for me to now have to believe the walk back.
I was shaking my head at a joke.
No, it's okay.
I was like, well, how old was I? They won it in 2011, so I was 12.
So you're wet in the bed?
Only sometimes.
Yeah, no, I would hope not at 12.
I'm gonna leave that one alone. But take it somewhere else.
But the whole point is this: if this is the performance that we are going to get from Keyshawn Nixon week in and week out, specifically with this defense, with the pass rush that they have, where he only needs to be able to cover for 3 to 5 seconds, and he's able to jump on routes, he's able to, because he understands that guys can't get downfield on him, and he's taking care of that zone, then the Packers are going to the Super Bowl. Because if you have a all-pro safety, a Pro Bowl corner, and a legit Pro Bowl corner, not Rashawn Gary last year being an alternate to the Pro Bowl, a Pro Bowl corner, a pass rusher that is one of the greatest pass rushers that we've ever seen in Micah Parsons, and Edgerrin Cooper, who's an emerging star at linebacker, you can't beat the Packers because they have something for everything. They can react and they can counter to everything you have. So for me,
well, so far they have, and to your point
against
there,
two really good teams.
Jared Goff is a pocket quarterback, and they collapsed that pocket, and he got check down Charlie to Jahmyr Gibbs for 10 catches, 31 yards, because then what did the linebackers do? They ate up Jahmyr Gibbs, and they were gang tackling, and everyone was in the frame when Jeff Hafley was pausing it. Then you go into a Jaden Daniels type game. He proposes a different challenge, still got the push, but then you have Edgerrin Cooper and Quay Walker with the athleticism to clean it up. Now, they're not going to do it every time because obviously there was the one Quay Walker missed tackle where it was like, ooh. But overall, Quay is taking those steps. I mean, you know what, Strofe? I got an idea. We should play the next step game. We've talked about a million Green Bay Packers that need to take.
You do not want me to continue looking for what Kyle said on January 13th.
Oh, no, you can do that.
What did I say on January?
I'm looking for it.
What are we looking for? I admitted to say I was mad. I mean, probably at the start of the show.
It's better to hear you say it because it's probably very emotional.
See, I probably said, yeah, it probably was. I was very upset. I think I texted y'all after he fumbled.
Nixon?
Dude, he fumbled the first drive, literally to start the game. The tone was set where, oh, here we go. You took it after dang end zone and you fumble. I was upset.
You still are.
Oh, yeah, because I don't like losing. But looking at that game in
onwards,
hindsight,
Kyle.
No, I am. Listen, they 2-0, baby. We look good. And Keyshawn Nixon is balling CB1, baby.
Man, you are an emotional roller coaster. Let me say that.
I'm not emotional. I'm in a great headspace right now.
You just threw your papers at the microphone over something back in January.
I mean, because it was a reminder of a loss. And that's the last time we lost a football game. Have I not been so pleasant?
You've been too pleasant.
What? The Badgers, I'm not letting the Badgers break my soul. I'm not letting them do that this year.
Oh, they will.
I'm not letting them do it.
They will.
They do have Alabama. Losing Alabama is different than losing to Indiana or to losing to,
Iowa, Minnesota.
Yeah, so I'm sure Nebraska. So there will maybe be a moment at some point where
we'll see what happens against Maryland.
Yeah. I'm not going to
something might break your soul.
I'm not going to let them break my soul yet.
But your soul could be broken on Saturday, and then just next thing you know, you will be revitalized.
Yeah,
I'm born again on Sunday.
Not allowing it. Packers fans should be on cloud 1,000. Like I said last week, this is a phenomenal feeling. This team is not only winning, but they're beating good teams and they're playing so well. This is the best. This is one of the best Packers teams I think I've seen, complete football teams I've seen in a very, very long time.
Something just got delivered to my house, and I cannot wait. I don't know if I'm more excited for this or if my daughter will be. I'll explain what it is on the other side.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman.
800-990-3776. Say that again. What a radio pro.
He's so...
Say that again. Nobody said a word.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Buckle up, Milwaukee. The journey starts now.
Around third is Durbin. Here comes the throw home. Durbin slides in there safely. The Brewers walk it off in 10.
The crew have punched their ticket.
And the Brewers, clinching the playoffs earlier today, put an exclamation mark on it here tonight.
Brewers playoff coverage on 94.5 ESPN is presented by Neurospine Center of Wisconsin. Stay up to date on all your Brewers talk right here. Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee. Why Z-Bart? Because you don't want rust holes in your expensive vehicle. Let Z-Bart keep the rust away with professional rust protection. Only at Z-Bart.
The 2-0 Green Bay Packers prepare for their Week 3 matchup, the first road game of the season at the Cleveland Browns coming up on Sunday at noon. While the 0-2 Browns do not have a lot to write home about here early in the season, they do have a former Defensive Player of the Year on that defense in edge rusher Myles Garrett. Head coach Matt LaFleur talks about the Browns' best player.
Yeah, he's a game wrecker. Yeah, you've got to be really intentional about what you're trying to get done. I mean, if you have a bad matchup, forget about it.
Through 2 weeks, Myles Garrett leads the league with 3.5 sacks on the season. It's Packers-Browns beginning at noon on Sunday. Packers 7.5-point favorite.
This has been your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee.
Why Z-Bart? Because cars, trucks, and SUVs still rust. They do. Just look around the parking lot. Well, it doesn't have to happen, people. Google Z-Bart rust protection, call Z-Bart, and keep your car rust-free.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 5 and 20%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. Visit amfam.com to learn more. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Grand slams and walk-offs. If you haven't jumped on the bandwagon by now, what are you waiting for? Siding Unlimited is Milwaukee's very own national champions. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows? Our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Turn those hoop dreams into reality with Precision Sports, your one-stop shop in southeastern Wisconsin for Mega Slam, Ironclad, and Dominator basketball hoop systems, installation of new or old hoops, and completely customizable painted court lines. PrecisionSportsOnline.com.
For your next night out, revel in the fusion of artistry and flavor with Sushi at St. Kate, offering guests an elevated experience where freshness and creativity converge in every bite. St. Kate the Arts Hotel introduces an exciting new sushi menu to its culinary repertoire. Indulge in the finest seafood, freshest ingredients, and expert craftsmanship for an inspired and delectable dining journey. Experience the art of sushi at St. Kate and learn more at stkatearts.com.
Looking for a new car, truck, or SUV? Take the nearest exit to Ewald Automotive for 2025 model year clearance pricing. Save over $14,000 or get 0% financing. All makes, all models. Over 700 2025s in stock with model year clearance pricing. And with the Ewald low price guarantee, we'll beat your best price on a new vehicle by $500 or we'll give you $500 cash. Only at the Ewald model year clearance sales event. When they're gone, they're gone. Select model, we've got to see dealer for details. Month end.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
The Princeton Club provides everything you need to have a strong body, a strong mind, and help provide a strong community. You can drop off my daughter at the free childcare as a part of my membership. My wife and I can get a workout in. It helps us as we make an effort to prioritize our fitness, our health, and everyone's journey is different. So no matter where you're at, you can have a small goal, a large goal, but nothing's too big or too small. At the Princeton Club, they'll provide everything for you to reach your better tomorrow. So get a tour, see the clean health clubs that they have all across Wisconsin and Madison and Milwaukee, and you will join and you will love it, the Princeton Club. Ben Bruss, Kyle Wallace, no Brad Nortman. Kyle's off, what, the next 5 shows?
I am off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday. Not.
Strofe, did you know you're hosting with me tomorrow and Thursday?
He did.
I knew that. This will be the first time I think it's just the two of us.
Ever.
A weekday show since Scals on Brust.
Yeah, but
for Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, it'll be the first time
you were like
ever.
still a little spring chicken back then.
I'm still spring chicken, brother.
First time on Friday, though, that there will be no Kyle, no Nortman, or no Strofe.
Wild, I'm the Friday guy.
You're the Friday guy. It's the first
which
time
is
ever
super
that they had to have a
abnormal.
fill-in. We never had a fill-in before.
Fresh off a Friday off, might we add, for Ben Brust.
That's true. Friday golfing. What were you doing golfing?
He was golfing.
Yeah.
It must be nice.
With work partners.
Okay.
Shout out to the Princeton Club. Shout out to Zimbrick European off the Beltline Rimrock Road. Shout out to GRB Academy. Shout out to Buck and
Shout
Honeys.
out to them all.
Shout out to Zimbrick Fish Hatch.
I'm sure they would have all been happy for Ben
Shout out
to
to
leave.
Gabe Neitzel.
Gabe Neitzel as well.
I'm sure they all would have been happy if he would have left at 1:30.
Actually, it's funny. The plan was for it to be this Friday. So we all would have been off, but it got moved due to scheduling conflict. So it all worked out for the better. I'll be here with KBN Nation. Now, something just got delivered to my house.
What is that?
A little basketball hoop for my baby girl.
Fisher Price.
I don't know. I hope she likes it. Actually, I don't care if she... Well, So we had like a basketball, like a small basketball pink one that somebody got her as a gift.
Yeah.
And she'll pick it up, but she'll like for some reason I don't know how she found this association because I'm not like dribbling a ball around the house. She'll always bring that ball to me and I'll start like shooting it like like up in the air with no hoop.
Yeah.
But then I went outside in the backyard and I was shooting them in the air. And now she's almost 20 months. She was trying to throw it up as well.
Yeah, kids mimic what adults
and
do.
so I'm gonna be
very true.
I'm going to be working on her left hand because I don't have a left hand.
Oh, look at that. Is she right-handed or left-handed?
You don't know what hand is her strong one.
No,
yet,
you can
do
tell which one does she use more.
I don't know if you know that yet at this age.
I feel like you can tell which one is their strong hand early on because they probably lean a certain way. Because she can walk and she can grab stuff and eat, right? She eats with her. What
she probably is 75% grabbing the spoon or fork with the right hand.
She sounds like a right-handed gal to
hold
me.
on, Kyle. Let's address the elephant in the room, shall we?
Go ahead, try me because you don't know anything about the parenting side of things.
I'm talking to Kyle. You bug out. All right. Who uses the hoop more in the first 6 months, Ben or the baby?
Ben, because Ben's going to just be sitting there.
Look at him smirking. Now I don't know anything, huh? I don't know anything.
He's going to be sitting there throwing it because she's going to be doing something
playing on it at 11 p.m. when he's watching MLB baseball and she's been asleep for 4 hours.
He's going to go grab the hoop from her room. Hey, she sleep? I'm just going to grab this. And he's going to just shoot hoops. He loves basketball.
It comes with 3 basketballs. So.
Oh, my God.
Dude, you're going to be...
I'm gonna start like a scoreboard, on the wall. See how many I can make in a row, right?
Can you make from your recliner?
From the knees, like I'll measure out like a scaled free throw line. Scaled down.
So
because as Kyle knows, we don't have the Nortman estate. We don't have those ceilings.
Tall ceilings is not
He's going to set up like a Rube Goldberg machine that makes the balls roll back to him.
That would be nice. Be good.
That's a great idea, actually.
That'd be very good for her. So is she going to be a little shooter then, huh? Like Daddy?
I don't know, Kyle.
I mean, you got a hoop to start training her early.
I started to realize this weekend because we literally for the last 2.5 years been running around wild from kid to engagement to wedding to jobs, taking care of a child. That this is the first next 3 weeks that we don't have anything on the weekends, and last weekend we didn't either, and we were like, I think we need more things for her to do.
She's got energy?
She's got a ton of energy.
Does she?
Of course, she's a kid.
Invite your Uncle Strofe over.
Oh.
Then I got to take care of 2 kids.
No, you don't.
If you get a boo-boo, I got to get you a Band-Aid too.
And you got to feed them too.
You just give me a beer and I'll play hoops.
You gonna play? You a beer?
Intoxicated with the kids.
Oh gosh.
Golly, man.
You said Uncle Strofe.
I didn't say get me 16
You're the drunk
beers.
uncle, man. Come on.
You want to go hang out with a kid and you want a beer.
That's the first thing he thinks of.
I'll be hanging out with Ben too.
No, Ben.
We wait until she goes down before we potentially have some beverages.
Okay. Well, okay. So save the
by
beer.
7 o'clock. You can have a
Pop
beer.
the Palermo's in.
Yes. She eats pizza.
Really?
Smart.
Yeah.
I don't know how kids work.
They eat food, man.
I think when did they transition?
when
somewhere
did
at
they stop?
1?
About a year, yeah. I mean, you can start even giving them stuff earlier.
What's her favorite food?
We got to try this salmon again. It's hard. They like something one day, they don't like it the next.
They still have to eat milk, drink milk a lot.
Eat milk. Yeah. The whole milk thing. I don't.
Is the body good?
Well, no. I just don't. I don't have the research behind it, but it's fascinating to me that we drink milk.
No, we shouldn't be drinking milk from cows.
From cows. It's just a little crazy of a concept, isn't it? No, it's not. Nobody thinks it's weird that you just drink milk out of a cow. You guys can let me drown in this one. I stand by it. Jim, Matt, and Molly up next. Damn Sports Show in Beaver Dam. Why do we drink milk from cows in 2 minutes? Just think about that.
Slowdowns on 41, basically from Good Hope Road all the way down past Capitol Drive. We've also got a crash on southbound Highway 100 at Hampton. That has the left lane blocked of Highway 100. Northbound 41 backing up from about Mayfair Road up to Capitol Drive. Southbound on 43, slowing down from just south of Capitol Drive down through the Marquette and onto the high-rise bridge. Westbound 94, you got your backups out of the Marquette, heading all the way over to Hawley Road. Eastbound's just got some pockets of heavy traffic. One from Highway 164 all the way to Springdale, back on the brakes from 76th Street to about Hawley Road and again through the stadium. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, mostly clear, a low of 61 at the lake, 56 inland. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and warm, a high of 80 at the lake, 83 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
The dance of sunlight on water.
Shimmering, sparkling, beautiful, hypnotic.
Houses that overlook a gorgeous body of water are the most highly desired houses in the world.
The Bellamare collection of fine jewelry features classic white diamonds, flanked and surrounded by rare and exotic blue diamonds.
Bellamare means beautiful water.
Bellamare, sunlight on water, glimmering and twinkling.
The dance is enticing.
The look is spectacular.
The impact is exciting.
Blue and white diamonds created in the heart of Mother Nature
will dance and sing on the body of a glittering, sparkling woman.
Bellamare. This blue and white beauty of sunlight on water
should be worn on the fingers,
the wrist,
the neck, and the ears
of the woman you love.
The Bellamare collection is available only at Kessler's.
We do diamonds better because diamonds are what we do.
For the location of the Kesslers nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Bank 5-9 keeps the awards rolling in. Named a top workplace for 16 straight years and named Best Bank in the Milwaukee area by the Community Choice Award, Bank 5-9 continues to show how they're making lives better and they're continuing to serve everybody in the community. Your financial situation is too important to leave it to just anybody. So you got to focus on some place that is a true local community bank that's been around for a long time. Bank 5-9, it stands for 1859. If you've been around that long, you know you're doing things the right way. Visit a branch, give them a call, or visit Bank 5-9 today to learn how they can make your life a little bit better. Bank 5-9, member FDIC.
Hey, this is Gabe Neitzel. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. The 414 Hour on KBN is brought to you by Siding Unlimited. Siding Unlimited is Wisconsin's leader in Pella window installation. Looking for new windows, siding, roof, and doors? Visit them at sidingunlimited.com.
It's the 414 Hour at 4 on KBN.
He is Kyle Wallace. I'm Ben Brust alongside Tori Lowe on a Tori Lowe Tuesday, repping that Jordan Love jersey.
Hey.
What's happening then?
Hey.
What's happening then?
They get you at the pro shop for all your money?
Hey, look, you know they did. You know what I mean? You know how it goes.
You look like you got lined up recently.
Well, you know, I got to get handsome.
Oh.
Uh-oh, you got a date?
It's football season. No, I was at Tacos and Tequila Fest, so I had to,
So
we
he
went
had several
outside.
dates,
We was
is what he's
outside. And then we had the fight night.
Oh, the fight night was good.
So the fight night was powerful.
Bud Crawford took care of
that was powerful.
Bud Crawford, Packers fan.
He is a Packers fan.
I did see that.
I'm trying to tell you, it all comes together. It all floats in the universe. All the energy comes together.
On the Carbless Talking text line, we have somebody to answer a question I just asked. I'd love to hear Tori's take on this as well. Why do humans drink cow milk?
Because milk does a body good.
Mama's milk does a body good, Tori. Mama's milk does a body good.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Well, that's what the marketing. That's why I like.
Let's go to John in Milwaukee on the Carbless Talking text line. John asks, I don't know why humans drink cow milk. Are we the only species that does that?
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Torlo, good to hear you on a Tuesday, man. Powerful stuff.
Hey, thank you, brother. Pow!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, it is weird because human beings are the only mammal that drinks milk after they've been weaned from their mothers. But also, did you know that goat milk is more similar to human milk than cow's milk is? So if you really think about the milk tip, give your kids goat milk instead of cow's milk.
I don't like goat.
That's a fact.
Well, thank you, John. That's one person's opinion. I also did go to the internet. I don't subscribe to National Geographic, and they have an article, Why Did Humans Start Drinking Cow Milk?
It was all part of the machine to help dairy farmers.
Well, we love our farmers
We
here
do
in
love our farmers.
I tell you, we fall for a lot of marketing. In America, we're suckers for good marketing. If it sounds good, we going for it.
You know what's crazy
But does drinking cow milk sound good?
Well, they had the Got Milk campaign.
No
right?
mustache. Yeah, they had kids everywhere. And think about this, though, because, again, it's helping our farmers. A lot of us is lactose intolerant.
Yes.
I shouldn't be eating this dairy. I eat dairy, and all of a sudden my derriere is sitting on something.
No Name chimes in on YouTube. Isn't it just as strange that we are close to eating the whole damn cow, too?
The cow is pretty delicious.
Very delicious.
Very good.
I don't need no marketing to tell me how good that ribeye tastes.
In Minnesota, and somebody tried to give me like a cow tongue taco.
Oh, I've heard of that. They chop it all up
Yeah.
like it looked like ground beef. Don't do that.
I didn't want to taste it. I mean, that was just a cultural thing.
Did you eat it?
No.
Good.
I don't want no cow tongue.
Good, Tori. They're trying to poison you.
And did you get any more jerseys than just the Jordan Love jersey?
Well, I got the Micah Parson one.
Ooh, okay. You talked about him bad last week with his Mitch G, and now look at him.
No.
You're right. I did call Torrey out because I felt like he wasn't the true Packer fan that I remember. And now he's overcompensating.
Hold on, let me tell you something.
I got
let
two
me
of
tell
them
you something.
things.
I got show Ben.
I'm very traditional, so when it's the first, I got a sweater when I first started advocating, and it got holes all in it. And people are like, why you wear that? I'm just sentimental like that. If it's something I've had for a long time, it becomes like part of my wardrobe. I'm not throwing it away because.
Well, what led you to get a Parsons in Love jersey? I mean,
the Packer, the season just started.
And how you feel about? I mean, we were excited last week, but after this game on Thursday night when they
2-0.
Shut down the Commanders.
They putting the league on notice.
Who's the best team in the NFC?
It's Green Bay.
Over the Eagles?
Green Bay.
Over the Eagles?
It's Green Bay.
That's what I'm. See, that's why that's my.
It's
point.
no other way.
He didn't even hesitate.
All right, we got Slappy 1 and Slappy 2 here on Kyle Russ Nortman.
Remember they talked about us last week.
Seconds over here.
It's actually Slappy and Sloppy. Kyle Wallace.
Because if we united as Slappy, so you Slappy.
Well, hold on,
but Tori, did you not hear the story?
What happened?
Back in the day when Kyle was playing football, his high school coach nicknamed him Sloppy.
What?
No, he said it was.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh, wow, that's not good.
Was like flop.
That's not good. That's exactly what we thought.
Because
it's not good.
Because I got the job done, but I just did it unorthodox. Ben saw me. Ben, you said I played pretty decent DB. You saw how I tracked the hand.
Yeah, it was a little sloppy. I also saw you sloppily trip and fall into the trailer.
Yeah, I saved your life.
Wow.
I should have pushed your ass into the trailer too. You would have been the first victim.
That's
wow.
Somebody
should have did.
Okay.
But I let him catch it.
That's like somebody asking me, "Oh, is my baby cute?" And you'd be like, "Oh, it's very unique." Very unique child you have there.
Yeah, that's Kyle Wallace on the football field.
Oh, wow.
Very unique out there.
Very unique. One of a kind.
It was one of a kind. One of a kind. Unorthodox. Got the job done.
I mean, like, long if we win, then we good.
And that's my whole thing. And so that's my whole thing when I think about it. Last week they was kind of telling us, "Oh, well, you guys are overexcited." Yeah, we're overexcited because we took care of business last week, and we walked the walk and we talked the talk, and they backed it up on the football field.
And not only did they back it up, it was very convincing. It was almost like these teams were like they weren't even in a threat to actually win these games, these first two games. The Packers took control. They dominated. It was a lot of excitement around these games, especially for Packer fans. But sometimes I think, okay, here come the Detroit Lions. The last couple of years, they're going to give us a little competition.
Something.
We're going to have to. We didn't get that.
No
we
pushback.
didn't even get that.
And then
well,
they
you
went
didn't
and
get
dropped
it because
51.
you gave it.
Right.
Yeah,
but
we
was putting the bruises on them.
And then the conversation last week, this is what I love about it, right? It's a conversation last week was, oh, well, the Detroit Lions, maybe their offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator changes. They don't have Ben Johnson anymore. Should they be concerned? And then they went and dropped 51 points on the Chicago Bears. 52. And they muted all that whole conversation. So that should go back to the fact that the Green Bay Packers, again, we need more credit for what we did because we made a team that is going to be a competitive team. And at the end of the season, the Detroit Lions, we made them look like a shell of themselves week one.
Well, I think that when you talk about the Green Bay Packers right now and the excitement, we put the NFC on notice when we played the Washington Commanders. Now we got to go on the road. That is an important part of the journey. A lot of people say, okay, well, we're going to see how they play on the road. And I'll tell you this.
I ain't worried about it.
You know, I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it at all.
But
you know how people, the doubters, they got to create a space to say, okay, let's see if they're going to do well on the road.
I don't think anyone's doubting the Green Bay Packers on the road right now.
Nobody's doubting the Green Bay Packers, but it is still something that they need to check off the list, right? What is the next thing they need to check off the list? And for me, I look at two things. It's going on the road, which I think the Packers can do that. But more importantly, it's not just winning. It's taking care of business, not a 20-17 victory. I'm talking about a 35-10 type victory where you manhandle a team. Like the Lions manhandled the Bears. I want to see us manhandle the Browns.
Part of being the championship team is putting away the teams you're supposed to put away.
Which they did last year. They were 10-1 against the teams that weren't better than them. And then obviously we knew what the record was against the Lions and the Eagles of the likes. And the Vikings, who were good last year with Sam Darnold. I'm shocked by this because in one day it's going the other direction. It was minus 8.5 at Potawatomi Sportsbook. It's the Packers minus 7.5 now.
Oh,
and I'm someone who I like to look at things and I'm like, all right, am I taking too much from a performance against the Ravens and then putting too much stock in what the Packers have done? And I'm telling you right now, that is not the case. I am full go in thinking you should lay the 7.5 points. I don't care about you thinking, it's 7.5. They have to win by 8 or more to cover. They will. The Browns have a quarterback with a 5.5 yards per pass who can't move in the pocket. And guess what? Joe Flacco in his prime was close to Jared Goff. Like same kind of quarterback in the pocket, efficient. That's what he had to do. He never was a runner. He is 80 years old. And guess what? The Packers have 2 players in the top 10 of pressures. 2 players in pressures of over 10 pressures in 2 games. Micah Parsons is on that list, not even playing every down. Guess who the other one on the list is?
Is it Lucas Van Ness or Rashawn Gary?
Nope.
I was going to say.
Is it Devontae Wyatt?
Devontae Wyatt has 11 pressures through 2 games.
That's really
So you have
good.
an inside presence, an outside presence, and obviously you've seen what Rashawn Gary and LVN have been able to benefit from as well.
Browns are. I wish Shador was actually the quarterback over there.
It'd be much more entertaining than Joe Flacco.
Much more entertaining. You got Joe Wacko right over there, just going to be standing over there getting clubbed,
taking shots.
And it's just he's just
as Skip Bayless said back in the Joe Fluco.
Yeah, he's just on the back end. So when you
end,
he's
on his back.
He's just getting whatever check he can now before he gets out of the league.
Too.
He's saving up right now.
He doesn't need to save up. He should just get out. I'm serious. Literally, just be like, he should have the phantom. Something popped up. I'm sore. Put the young guys out there.
SpongeBob me.
If I was Joe Flacco, I wouldn't want to stand after facing the Ravens who were attacking him, and then now this pass rush from the Green Bay Packers all game. I was like, they finally put Dylan Gabriel in the last drive, but I was like, they should have done that 3 drives ago to give one of the young guys a chance.
Right.
But it doesn't matter if it's Shador, Dylan Gabriel, or Joe Flacco. I have the utmost confidence that the Green Bay Packers will win by double digits. Well, they will.
Well, with that, Tori, then when is the next game or the next team on the schedule? Because, they coming up here, you got the Browns, you got the Cowboys.
And you have a bye. I think the Cowboys.
I think
the Cowboys, because I think that's the battle. That's the battle for America's team. And I think that the Cowboys.
America's team can't beat us. They haven't beat us.
What I'm saying is, the Dallas Cowboys.
You think Micah is going to let Jerry have a good day against the Green Bay Packers?
I think that this is the next game that I'm saying that the hype is going to be real because there's a lot of things intertwining storylines,
Jerry
things
and
like
Micah.
that. So I think that's to me it's the battle for who's really America's team. I hate Dallas. You know what I mean? But every year here they come around. This is America's team, no matter if they win a playoff game or not. But the Packers are America's team. We got the G on our helmets. It's God's team. All I'm saying is I just don't like the fact that when I have to deal with Dallas Cowboys fans, every time we play them every year, it's a nasty discussion.
Well, the Cowboys fans feel as like they are the same as the Chicago Bears, just the mediocre level. Like each year they come into the season thinking they're going to win the Super Bowl. Each year the Bears come into the season thinking they're going to take their whatever next step is.
Fans were very disgusted by that performance against the Giants.
And thank Jerry Jones for
Thank you, Jerry.
Actually, I like Jerry Jones right now.
He's one of our best friends.
He's cool.
He's awesome.
He's our friend now.
Yeah, taking advantage of the older guy.
Taking advantage of the older guy making a horrible decision.
Oh, wow.
I appreciate that. So, Tori, is it NFC North over?
No, I think that you never can underestimate the black and blue division. We beat up on each other. We got to play each other
the Vikings
twice.
and the Bears are not
Well, I always tell people.
Boat race.
You know what I always tell people? When the Bears or the Vikings beat the Packers or used to be Detroit too, that was their Super Bowl.
It was.
That was. They was just excited when they could beat the Packers. The Lions got a little bit more competitive. I think Minnesota has always been kind of in there. The Bears been out of the game for a long time, but I think they just want to beat the Packers. So it seems like they put all their energy when it's time to play the Packers due to the historic rivalry. And when you play in rival teams, it's always a chance. It's always a chance.
I assume.
I don't think that they have it to beat the Packers.
I assume this year the Vikings were still going to be a good football team simply because even though JJ was the quarterback now and not Sam Darnold, they still had a lot of weapons. But they can't do anything, and that to me makes me very not concerned. It makes me feel good that the Green Bay Packers are going to be able to take care of business.
I like Micah's energy. I like the enforcer. We have an enforcer now.
Yeah, well, I do want to talk on the other side about their enforcer because he's also pretty ridiculous.
Come on, Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett's ridiculous.
Listen, Myles is crazy and special. That's a great combination. He ripped somebody's head off. He tried to rip Mason Rudolph's helmet off.
And he was really disruptive despite the fact that the Browns got killed, but they were put in a bad spot, and he kept that defense together. They're going to bring it. The defense, Myles and the defense they're going to bring it. But I still have confidence that Matt LaFleur, after he knows. It's one of those things that, you know why he knows? Because he has one of them now. He knows what he's been against game-wrecking defensive players, and he now knows he can probably go to Mike and be like, hey, if you were us, what would you do to Myles Garrett?
Yeah,
if he was smart, he would, because he's that type of player. Tori, what are we listening to today?
Hey, Chris Brown, look at me now.
Hey,
look at the Packers defense now.
Ooh,
hey,
that's powerful.
It's powerful.
We getting dubs and sacks.
Look, you see what Jordan Love used to do? He was throwing them dollars.
Once he got that first
he
down.
Getting paper. Hey, look, I'm going to tell you this. The Packers are unstoppable right now when it comes to that defense. So look at us now.
There are two players I want to talk about, one from Cleveland and one from Green Bay on the other side. But first, Kyle, you're going to tell us about Citizens Bank.
Oh, you guys know how much I love Citizens Bank, and I want you to be able to love Citizens Bank as well. If you're looking for a new banking home, listen, I got the place for you. And the great thing about them is they have everything that you need. Whether you're thinking about buying a home, they got you. If you're thinking about refinancing, they got you. If you're looking just to open up a checking account or savings account, they got you. If you're looking for a CD account like me, they got you. That's the great thing about banking local, very powerful with Citizens Bank. And that's the great thing is you can find branches local around you. And the great thing also is they love working with you. You meet with somebody in person, and they'll help you every step along the way. So I'm telling you this right now. If you are looking to open up a checking account, a savings account, you're looking to buy a house, refinance, whatever you want to do, your dreams are just getting started, you can start them with Citizens Bank by visiting citizensbankwi.bank. That's citizensbankwi.bank. That is citizensbankwi.bank. And always know when you bank with Citizens Bank, that is banking where you belong.
We hit on the two players, one from each team, and their importance to the game next.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman.
Do you think?
Nope.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Eastbound 94 at 26th Street, we've got the right shoulder blocked with a crash. So watch out for that. Actually, the main delays are happening from about 84th Street all the way through to Hawley Road. Westbound 94 is backing up out of the Marquette all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. Southbound 43, you got your backups from Capitol Drive all the way down through the Marquette and over the high-rise bridge. Northbound's backed up as well over the high-rise through the Marquette all the way up to Locust. Traffic is brought to you by Dick & Schroff Heating and Cooling, now hiring HVAC installers and service technicians. Join a winning, positive team culture that sets them apart. Apply today at dickandschroff.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, mostly clear. A low of 61 at the lake, 56 inland. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and warm, a high of 80 at the lake, 83 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Catholic Memorial Football.
Barreling towards the end zone, and he's in! Isaac Miller!
The Crusaders host New Berlin West on Friday night.
All the way into the end zone! Camden Shumpert!
Crusaders football is brought to you by R&R Insurance, D&M Accounting and Consulting Services, Curative Care, Home Sealed Exteriors, and Tony Wendorf and Associates. Tune in Friday starting at 6:30 on 94.5 ESPN with kickoff at 7. Also watch the live video stream at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Every great team starts with a strong defense, and the same's true in business. That's why companies trust Trend Micro for cybersecurity. From ransomware to phishing to the most advanced cyber threats, they help protect your network, your data, and your people. With over 35 years of expertise, Trend Micro has built a defensive playbook trusted by enterprises worldwide. Your business works too hard to get blindsided. Go to trendmicro.com and see how enterprise security is done right. That's trendmicro.com.
Kevin Moret here for Mentality. Listen up, gentlemen. You're fighting an unfair battle. Studies show testosterone levels in men have plummeted by 25% in just 2 decades. That's why you're struggling with energy, muscle, and drive. But here's a game changer. Mentality's FDA-approved treatments boost testosterone by 30% on average. Imagine reclaiming the vitality your grandfathers had. Picture turning heads, dominating your career, and feeling unstoppable again. Don't settle for today's normal. Seize the day at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your Green and Gold Fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank. Tri-City National Bank offers a full suite of personal and business banking products at more than 25 convenient locations. Open your account today at the community bank that's Milwaukee's best bank. Learn more at tcnb.com.
The 2-0 Green Bay Packers prepare for their Week 3 matchup, the first road game of the season at the Cleveland Browns coming up on Sunday at noon. While the 0-2 Browns do not have a lot to write home about here early in the season, they do have a former Defensive Player of the Year on that defense in edge rusher Myles Garrett. Head coach Matt LaFleur talks about the Browns' best player.
Yeah, he's a game wrecker. Yeah, you've got to be really intentional about what you're trying to get done. And if you have a bad matchup, forget about it.
Through 2 weeks, Myles Garrett leads the league with 3.5 sacks on the season.
This has been your Green and Gold Fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank, your hometown bank.
Family's bigger? Out of space? We can help you find a new place. Just make Tri-City your first call. We are here to help, loan large or small. Tri-City National Bank, equal housing lender, NMLS 433891.
With 18 unforgettable holes on 250 acres of natural private land, the Bog provides the ultimate golf experience. To book your next tee time, call 262-284-7075 or visit golfthebog.com. Enjoy golf. Enjoy the Bog.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
That's what growing up will do to you.
Milwaukee Brewers fans, you should hit up Potawatomi Sportsbook before a home game because they got a ride to the game. You can hit 2 balls with 1 bat by hitching a ride at Potawatomi's Game Day Shuttle. Make any purchase in the sportsbook or same-day sports bet, and you get a wristband and a seat on the shuttle. Shuttles begin approximately 1 hour before first pitch. Return shuttles run nonstop for 1 hour after the game. Visit Potawatomi.com and bet above the rest. I know that I'll be there for the weekly wager till 7 o'clock, and I'm going to the game, so I'll get there a little late, so I'll miss the shuttle. But we got some people coming to take that shuttle that I'm going to meet there at the game. Ben Bruss, Kyle Wallace, no Brad Nortman. Stroph's running the show. UKBN Nation at 800-990-3776. I mean, we can go back to it. I still want to know. I got a couple responses that I should probably get to from the beginning of the show, but what do you want to see? You know, is it a margin of victory? Is it the offense outperforming the defense? What do you want to see on Sunday? The Packers are favored by 7.5. I think that's low. I think you should take it.
If it gets to 6.5, I'm going to have to call you to drop some money off.
See, don't be bothered by 1 point, in my opinion.
I did that before, and I was like, uh-oh.
With what?
Just stuff.
Well, you're so weird.
I am.
I'm glad you acknowledge that. Stroph's on the phone again, texting his girl.
Not my girl. Madison Hayes, 24. Doing some research for her dating life, which I shouldn't be doing.
What? Hey, honesty is a core value. You are.
I don't know if I'm mad or just.
Oh, you're being so nosy right now. You are digging deep.
No, I was helping.
No,
exactly.
You're trying to dig deep. What are you playing, detective over there? Detective gadget ass
exactly
boy?
what I'm doing.
What do you think this person's profile? Do they look like they're a good guy?
Yeah, I think so.
Are they going to take me on a couple dates?
Oh my God.
That's the part I'm trying to figure out.
Why is it so urgent that you had to do it at 4:22 in the middle of work day that you're getting paid to work? You're not getting paid to be Detective Strofe.
That's a good point.
Detective Strofe for KBN, not for Madison Hayes 24.
But
One of our teammates.
Could not make the argument that Detective Strofe, which originated on KBN, and Finding Madison Hayes 24 Love, which also originated on KBN, is all one and the same.
Did you bring it to the audience in a fun way that they could all be a part of?
I would argue yes.
No, you literally abandoned KBN Nation to do something for your personal life.
Not my personal life.
Yeah, it's a friend, so it's personal life.
Are we that boring? We're just not that entertaining.
No, I was listening.
No, what were we talking about?
Do you even remember what you were talking about?
Yes, I do. Game, set, match.
In your
checkmate.
In your defense.
In my defense.
Being nosy and that there is an adrenaline rush when you're kind of trying to.
There really is.
You can get stuck down this rabbit hole and locked in and trying to just find things. I get it.
This is not Strofe the clown guy, Kyle. Luis chimes in the 262. Strofe is, in fact, a clown. Luis of Potawatomi, as I just read off their wonderful shuttle specials.
Yeah.
Strofe is the gift that keeps on giving. Luis, this is like the exact same time yesterday in which on these airwaves and across YouTube and all of our streamers that you asked me if my wife and I were trying.
Ah, yes.
So right now, 4:15 to 4:30 is not your brightest spot.
Or
you're a 2-hour producer. You're not a 3-hour producer. You're a 2-hour producer.
Kyle.
Okay, he knows I'm a soft one. What's up?
I would argue those are two pretty strong performances by me. Despite them not being what we were looking for, I'd argue they were strong.
Yeah, we stumbled.
Sooner or
upon
later, it's going to turn into bad because Ben's going to get really mad.
Yeah, you're lucky Ben's in the good. Last week, Ben would have just killed you. He would have killed you on air and off air.
Or the week before his wedding, that would have been bad.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been actual. So he threatens the swirly a lot. The week of his wedding.
Unfortunately, I don't. Territory. With 5-6 years ago, before we had real HR, I might have gave you a swirly. Now I can't.
What if
you gave me permission to give you a swirly?
No, not in these toilets.
What if we make one square on the wheel of Strofe one day when I have a bad performance? Ben gives me a swirl.
No.
I still don't think we can do that.
I've been in these bathrooms before.
No, I'm not saying these bathrooms. We're not using
What
these.
the hell bathroom you gonna use?
No.
Do you realize
his own toilet or his own?
When we're playing hoops with my niece, Ben's daughter.
At his house, you think that house that is probably 80 years old got no? I'm sure the toilets are clean, but they gonna had all types of stuff that went inside of it.
And this is a tough conversation to have with Kyle, who's the biggest germaphobe.
Who wants to get a swirly? That's disgusting.
It is weird that he is also open to the idea of putting it on the wheel.
He said he's not asking for one.
But now, what if I have bad performance? We can put it on the wheel of Strofe and then I can get a swirly.
Means there is a % chance that you could get a swirly,
right,
my
but
friend.
if I have such a bad performance that I deserve punishment of some sort,
no, dude, you're asking for a swirly.
But hold on. But it's like I'm more of a man than you because when you agreed to do a punishment by jumping into Lake Michigan, you didn't
go all the way in.
Sure, y'all can say what you want. I did what I did in that time. Don't change the
I'm
subject.
a man who can accept my mistakes. Like looking into, I'm not going to say anything too much further, but looking into somebody that is easily researchable on the internet.
Is he handsome?
Yeah.
Is he strong?
Yeah.
How strong?
Really strong.
Oh, wow. So you don't think it's real?
Well, no, it's preliminary research.
So did they match somewhere? How did they meet?
That I don't know.
So she just sent you a name to look up?
Yes.
Why didn't she look it up?
Because I'm better at it.
What? How hard is it to look up
I'm a producer of a radio show. I'm good at research.
You couldn't find much on me.
Okay, that is self-proclaimed.
You couldn't find my Facebook
Greg
page.
Gard's favorite artist, Luke Combs.
And that's why you played Luke Combs?
Played Luke Combs for him on the show today.
Did he mention anything to you?
You were talking to him, so he didn't hear the beautiful open I made for him.
He didn't have his headset on. That was a good open you made, by the way.
Wait, you had a whole open you played for that segment?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think I was talking to him about the...
Yeah, you guys Kyle was
distracting. That's my boy. Greg Gard's my boy. We got some folks.
Everybody's boy.
We got some folks we know in common.
If you missed Greg Gard on Kyle Bruston Ortman, I'm sure Strofe wasn't listening to the interview, so you can go back on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee or at ESPN Madison or the ESPN Wisconsin app to listen back.
His kindergarten teacher is a really good friend of mine's grandmother.
His
It's former.
Strofe, do you remember your kindergarten teacher's name?
Yeah, yeah, she's dead, but yeah.
I didn't ask
R.I.P. Wonderful woman. I remember her first and last name.
I don't remember. I don't know if mine is still alive or not.
Do you remember the name?
I just remember the assistant.
I remember all my teachers'
The assistant
names.
not Miss Grady, Miss something.
I couldn't tell you K through 5 what my
Lois?
teachers' names were.
Wow.
Miss
Other than Kelly O'Kelly, third grade teacher who we've had on the air.
So you just was going
Who was
to
my
school
third grade
and not
teacher?
Miss Kuzma. That's me, third grade.
Man.
Miss Hacker, fourth grade.
This makes sense why I suck at Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust?
Yeah, you don't have any much recall.
Recall is tough.
Second grade, Mrs. Nelson.
By the way, the research I was doing, that person's taken.
Oh, well, then wait a minute. So wait a minute.
So
She asked.
you could have done this 10-minute thing after the show.
I got the answer as soon as he called me out.
Wait a minute. So wait.
I just haven't been able to
So can you
report
share now what you've been doing?
back. Yeah, I was Googling this person's dating history.
Who? How can you Google somebody?
I can't say who.
Wait, so this is a famous person.
Yeah.
So wait. So does she know this person?
I don't believe so. My understanding is no. Preliminary research.
Wait a minute. So are you telling me that she gave you a random name of somebody that she thought was attractive? You decided to look up a famous person? This ain't like somebody she matched with. This is just a famous person?
I don't have that context.
How do you know somebody's in a relationship then?
You do research.
And but you
during Kyle Bruston-Nortman, obviously, Kyle.
Before I did a radio show, I can promise you, my dating history was not online.
Yeah,
but you aren't famous.
So I'm saying this is a famous person that you're able to find online for her. I could have listen. The answer she could have did it
She could have done it herself.
I tend to agree.
Then what are you?
So why are you doing it?
Why do you text back? Hey, I'm working. I can't do it.
And also, now I have to have a talk with this person, Madison Hayes 24, about sending you stuff during the show so you can stay locked in.
Yeah, where's she been?
It's a great question. Obviously, looking up future.
I blame her.
Now, he's a bad friend. Now he done threw his friend under the bus.
That's it. Yeah, that's what I do around here.
My good pressure. What about her?
Pressure.
She's supposed to be here. She could be.
Dry snitching.
That was a full-blown snitch. That was full-blown.
Dry snitching. Remember when?
Don't tell him anything.
Don't tell him.
I mean, seriously.
You remember when Ben told you got mad at Ben for saying he can't say stuff around you and didn't allow you to come in?
No, Madison Hayes 24. You cannot come in here. No. Get out.
This is falling off.
This is the Gen Z energy around the office.
It is, dude. Too much of it.
We got to hire some more professionals.
I tell you what my brother said last week.
At least for fun.
So my brother's at the Tundra Trio working away upstairs. He texted me saying, dude, your office is off the chain. Like, they don't stop talking. He said, this is so different. I said, yep.
Every day we come to work, we don't know what's going to happen.
We don't.
I would argue that's different than a normal day here, though.
No. Oh, listen, I put headphones on that have no music just so I can block out the noise.
Or that the Gen Zs don't come up to you to ask you something that has nothing to do with anything. Like Strofe come up to you, hey, Kyle, do you love life?
That's very true.
I don't do that anymore.
Well, you probably have a new bit that you do.
Glad we bullied you out of that one.
All right.
Do you love life?
Reluctantly, I didn't talk about Matthew Golden or Myles Garrett, but luckily we have a week to do so.
I don't get to do it because I'm gone. Thanks, Strofe and Matty Hayes.
And now you're stuck with the Wheel of Strofe on the other side.
Oh, gosh. And where are you going to get a swirly?
And yesterday's Wheel of Strofe was basically the Indianapolis Colts love 15 minutes.
All you want to talk about is Indiana Jones.
And Daniel Jones.
It's a great nickname.
We'll see what crap Strofe has for us next in the Wheel of Strofe.
This is Kyle Bruston-Nortman, KBN.
Well, the dance floor specifically. I'm still sore, man. I dance my booty off.
Well, you don't have muscles.
You don't have a booty, so I don't know how you dance that. You ask your back off. Your back.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Westbound 94 with an accident now at 26th Street or St. Paul Avenue. It's off on the right shoulder. If it's not there, it should just about be ready to be taken out of there. So at least we got that going for us. Westbound 94 is going to be backed up out of the Marquette all the way to Hawley Road. Eastbound also going to be backed up from Highway 16 all the way through to about Barker Road. Back on the brakes from 84th Street to Hawley. Southbound 41 heavy from Good Hope Road all the way down to about Burleigh with the northbound side backing up from Mayfair Road all the way up to Hampton. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, mostly clear, a low of 61 at the lake, 56 inland. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and warm, a high of 80 at the lakefront, 83 inland. Weather's brought to you by Morningstar Golfers Club. Tee it up at Morningstar Golfers Club. Championship greens, breathtaking views, and a golf experience you won't forget. Book your tee time today at golfthestar.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
I'd like you to listen to a little question and answer session with James Imaging Systems client Preston Clark. He oversees IT services at Creative Business Interiors. Preston, why James?
I do feel like that we are partnered, again, as opposed to being sold to.
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
If I need service, they're here almost within 4 hours every time. I've never had an issue where I'm like, where is that guy?
That works for you and the business, right, Preston?
Yeah, exactly. I don't have to worry about it.
Plus, there's IT-driven workflow automation, security enhancements, and digital transformation from James Imaging Systems.
I've got information that I can then go to my superiors with and say, hey, here's how we can save a little bit of money.
And
then I kind of look like the hero, too.
Want to be the hero in your office? Call 262-781-7700 or visit jamesimaging.com. James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
Grand slams and walk-offs. If you haven't jumped on the bandwagon by now, what are you waiting for? Siding Unlimited is Milwaukee's very own national champions. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows? Our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Get ready to say goodbye to those bland seltzers at the ballpark. Carbless is proudly Wisconsin-born, crafted by real people. A husband and wife team who wanted better cocktails in a can. They're locally made and blissfully better. Carbless offers a bold, true cocktail flavor that's made for baseball fans. Available in fan-favorite flavors like lemon lime, black raspberry, cranberry, and mango, bringing the craft cocktail bar to your seat. Refreshment that matches the energy of American Family Field is Carbless. Full of flavor, no sugar, and no carbs. Just game day bliss.
Home buyers are raving about their experiences with the Citizens Bank mortgage team.
Aaron helped me get pre-approved really fast, like before the open house even started.
I called Devin so many times with questions, and he always answered.
It's more than a mortgage. It's your future. And at Citizens Bank, we make it personal. Learn more at citizensbankwi.bank/mortgage. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender. NMLS 746419.
Come catch the final battle of the regular season when the Brewers host the Reds Friday, September 26th through Sunday, September 28th. We're celebrating the best fans in the game on Saturday, the 27th at Fan Appreciation Night, presented by Toyota. Plus, if you're one of the first 30,000 fans through the gates, you'll take home a Brewers tumbler giveaway too, presented by Quick Trip. Come close out the regular season with the crew. Get your seats today at brewers.com/tickets.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Perhaps your dog doesn't always listen to you. Ask yourself, why aren't they listening to me and what I tell them to do? Well, you're not alone, and there's a solution for you, and that's Sit Mean Sit dog training. You can have a happy, confident, and obedient dog. Make sure you check out Green Bay Props and Preview on Friday at 3:30, presented by Sit Mean Sit, as we predict our dog of the game. And then on Green Bay Game Night after the game, you get Homer and Mark Tauscher giving you the real dog of the game. But make sure you contact them, Sit Mean Sit, Milwaukee or Waukesha, to schedule a free consultation. Go to sitmeansit.com and check out those Milwaukee and Waukesha pages. This better be good, Strofe, after your poor performance last segment. It's time now on Kyle Brust and Nortman with you till 5 o'clock for the Wheel of Strofe.
It's time for the
Wheel of Strofe.
Another day, another buckaroony. On the best segment on the radio, it's the Wheel of Strofe time.
Or the Wheel of Unoriginality, as it was called yesterday.
Strofe.
really yesterday?
Good spin. It was.
That felt like forever ago.
Yellow.
Uh-oh.
All right, I've got so I saw something on the internet last night that said we should have some certain holidays. So I came up with a list of my own. This one is I'm stealing, though, from this guy on TikTok. The wheel of unoriginality strikes again. Bring your friends to work day.
You want that?
I would love to bring my friends to work. Yeah.
Now, how do you decide how to do that? Because somebody usually bring your children to work. Children don't have jobs.
I was just going to say, how am I going to bring my
PTO day?
I know. I might
or like
nobody's wasting a PTO day.
Maybe we trade. Like I go one day, you go another day.
But then it's not.
I go to you, you go to me.
So, no is the answer. We're adults. We have jobs. You got to get off TikTok, man. You got to delete TikTok.
Okay, hold on a minute.
You're dumbing yourself down with these ideas.
All of the recipes you cook are from TikTok.
No, they're not. There was one that originated. Then I actually started doing research into different things and creating my own recipes.
Creating your own recipes?
Yeah. The chili that I make, Sunday sauce. Yeah. The chili I make is a 4-hour prep and cook process and then 3-hour simmer process.
Okay, so how would you say your noodles, beans...
No.
Tomato paste.
I'm not gonna. I don't care what he has to say.
Have I nailed the recipe so far?
No.
There are some things. Obviously, there's beans.
Meat, noodles, tomato paste.
Yeah, but what meats?
That's a great question. I'm gonna assume ground beef.
3/4 Italian sausage, 1/4 ground beef.
No ground pork.
Can I ask you? So your wife's taste buds. Is she one who just thinks everything you make is good, or do you legitimately like? Because I'm not saying it's not good. I'm not saying it's not good.
Do you genuinely like the food I cook?
Let's remember who we're dealing with here, though.
Yeah, she's gonna like.
This is a guy who lived in a gym for the first 22 years of his life.
Yeah, but I also lived overseas by myself and had to cook every meal. Every single day.
What was that? Buttered noodles?
Hell no! I made the best breakfast scramblers because again, this was
Strofe. Strofe said he does the best everything. You're starting to give me a little Strofe vibes.
Probably. We're not too different. But Prison Ben, I worked out every single day, morning and night, and I just ate protein and made egg scramblers and ground chicken, ground turkey, ground beef.
So he made rice and meat, and he says he's a great chef.
Where did I say anything about rice?
Oh, excuse me, just meat and eggs.
All right, well,
I want to try your food one day.
I would love to have Strofe over to eat my food, but now he's never going to have it for his sassy attitude.
How often do you wash your hands when you cook?
Honestly, that's a great follow-up. I wash my hands probably way too much because I get really weirded out. If I touch chicken, I wash my hands like 3 times.
Yes, good. Okay, well, all right.
It's so slimy and gross and salmonella.
When you have dogs, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Do you or your wife ever allow the dogs to try things off the spoons and the forks?
Hell no, they just get the scraps on the ground.
Okay, we can eat there.
Ugh.
We can eat there.
Giving them on the spoon?
You ain't never seen people here.
People don't do that.
No, people don't do that.
Dogs licking off the spoon? Yes, they do.
Well, like from a jar of peanut butter, maybe.
No, even that.
I still find that strange.
I've seen it before.
Okay, how about National Update the Internet Day? You know, people don't use Facebook anymore.
That's not true.
Once a year, you throw up a life update on there.
Oh, you mean actually? I know you use Facebook.
Oh yeah. Do I have to put that I have a wife and I'm married now?
Yeah, you should probably do that.
You could, because you never know. Somebody could be looking on the internet for you to see what your status is, and they
like Alex Strofe doing research on
think
people.
You're single. So
you
don't want
single.
that.
Oh yeah.
Or they could look at my profile, which I think is majority public, and see that I just got married. Like I don't know. I don't but like. Do people waste their time updating Facebook?
I'll be changing mine to married.
Okay. I'll ask her if that's something she cares about.
Because I don't want these floozies trying to touch me and come in my DMs or trying to talk to me. I'm married.
Public potluck day.
Real quick, couple of corrections. Italian sausage is pork.
Yeah. Follow up by May.
Elizabeth chimes in, my wife. I love it all, for real.
Her taste buds, though. What do you think?
Well, why don't you, instead of judging,
I can't wait
accept an invite to a Sunday sauce?
You know, I cannot wait. I will.
Wait, is that what we call the day?
No, on Sunday, I'll make a Sunday sauce, like a nice home-cooked meat sauce that, again, simmers for 3 hours after I do all the prep. And it's
KBN Sunday Sauce Day.
Sunday sauce on KBN.
I can't wait.
Not a bad accent by you.
Sunday sauce.
Yeah. Strofe, you in?
Yeah.
I don't know if
getting
he's
the
invited based off his attitude and his performance last 30
It was stupid of me to ask if he would love to.
It's crazy for Kyle to be not use, hey, I have to do Sunday karma as an excuse on a Sunday when there's free food involved.
We can do Sunday. Wait a minute. Am I eating Sunday sauce at 10 a.m.?
No, it's at night.
No, but anytime anybody's invited you to do anything on a Sunday, you go, I gotta do Sunday karma. Boat days, trying to get together.
What?
He's coming at you. He's got weird vibes, weird energy. I agree.
Sunday karma's done at noon. I invite
Another
people
bad
after.
wheel of Strofe.
Yeah.
You know what? John Anderson's going to save us. Professor Big Daddy J.A. Strofe has had a horrible 30 minutes.
Man, bad.
Just pat yourself on the back and say, I've had a horrible 30 minutes.
It has not been my strongest work.
Man, you guys have not you guys. I mean, you're you. He can't take accountability for
Can
anything.
I just say something?
Sure, Strofe. Just keep digging that grave.
This ain't going to make you guys feel good.
Okay.
I miss Brad.
Yeah,
he always
he's just
gassed me
nice.
up. He gassed me up.
Yeah, he's the compliment sandwich guy.
I haven't gotten a lot of gassing up recently.
No, yeah. Strofe, you're amazing, man. We hosted together my first 3 years ago. It was my first thing. And I knew you were going to be a star when we hosted together. You're the best, Strofe. I'm Brad Nortman. I have the softest personality ever.
Oh, come on now.
that was
the guy
unnecessary.
can't
That's a
defend
lash
himself.
out. That's a lash out.
Oh, yeah, like he would defend himself if he was here. He'd be like, oh, yeah, he's kind of right.
He may say, oh.
He doesn't do controversy.
He won't say stop it. He's like, oh.
Oh. Be like, that darn Ben.
Papa Brad going to be different. Papa Brad is going to be different.
What about Papa Kyle?
When Papa Kyle is having a baby, them babies going to be in the house. They're going to say, Papa, when did we get these windows? And I'm saying, kids, circle around. Let me tell you this great story about Universal Windows Direct. And I'm telling y'all this right now. You will love and tell stories about the greatness of Universal Windows Direct. And if you're looking to tackle some of your home improvement projects like your windows, they got you. If your windows are old, drafty, or just plain inefficient, now is the time to do something about it. And Universal Windows Direct has an incredible offer going on in September. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free. That's great. We already know about that one. But guess what? As well as that, 0% financing for 3 years. You pay 0% in interest for 3 whole years. No interest and no pressure. Plus, because we love y'all, KBN Nation, you get an additional $500 off your entire home improvement project when you schedule right now. The team at Universal Windows Direct, they make it easy. Don't wait for the first freeze to realize your windows aren't cutting it. Call 414-410-2000. That's 414-410-2000. Or simply visit universalwindowsdirect.com to book your free estimate today. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Professor Big Daddy J.A. John Anderson of ESPN joins us next before the Homer Hour.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
I'm a tool. My name is Ben Brust, and I'm a tool.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
This year, it just feels different.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Listen to WTMJ as the Brewers make their charge to the postseason. Brewers playoff coverage is presented by the Neurospine Center of Wisconsin and featured by Annex Wealth Management, Boucher Automotive, and Delta Dental. We are the home of the Brewers. WTMJ.
This is Matt Meitner, owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Do you find yourself talking to your dog but feel like she's not listening to you?
Bella, sit!
Are you constantly repeating yourself but she's not following your directions?
Sit! Sit!
Frustrating, isn't it? At Sit Means Sit Dog Training, we want to help you have a happy, confident, and obedient dog, and we also want to make the training process an enjoyable and worthwhile experience. Contact Sit Means Sit today to schedule a free consultation so we can create a customized training program so you are able to have the dog you want and deserve.
Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Sorry, we don't train husbands, wives, or kids.
Got an unused car, truck, or SUV just sitting in your garage? Now's the time to act. Your vehicle donation to Rawhide Youth Services provides essential mental health care for youths facing trauma and behavioral challenges. Your help is needed right away. Your vehicle could be the key to a young person's fresh start. Don't wait. Donate today at rawhide.org or call 1-800-RAWHIDE. Empty your garage. Fill a young life with hope.
This summer, your wishes take center stage at WishFest at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Play your favorite games with your Potawatomi Rewards card all summer for over $1 million in prizes and earn entries into the WishFest prize drawings on Friday, September 26th. Your entries from July, August, and September all count. Plus, 5 lucky winners will have their ultimate wish granted. Wish big, win big. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Monica, we've got to hand it to you.
You and the design team have outdone yourselves. Are you talking about the One collection? Those rings say you are the one.
And they say it symbolically.
Describe the symbols.
Every ring in the One collection should be presented with a special ritual.
What would that ritual be?
You pick up her left hand and you place a kiss on her ring finger.
Rick, you never told me about that part.
Then you show her the tiny red diamond, flush-mounted inside the ring, that will forever be in contact with her finger.
Why is it red?
Because that's when the giver says to the one, wherever you go, my heart goes with you.
I give you this kiss. I give you my heart. The red diamond is a secret symbol of that sacred moment. The center diamond on the outside of the ring is for the whole world to see.
But the tiny red created diamond inside the ring is only for the two of them.
The One collection of engagement rings is available exclusively at Kessler's. To find the Kessler's nearest you,
visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
For your next night out, revel in the fusion of artistry and flavor with Sushi at St. Kate, offering guests an elevated experience where freshness and creativity converge in every bite. St. Kate the Arts Hotel introduces an exciting new sushi menu to its culinary repertoire. Indulge in the finest seafood, freshest ingredients, and expert craftsmanship for an inspired and delectable dining journey. Experience the art of sushi at St. Kate and learn more at stkatearts.com.
One call, that's all. It's not just a slogan, but a way of life at Gruber Law Offices. If you've been injured, call our team today. We've represented tens of thousands of injured Wisconsinites for well over 30 years. Trust Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Joining us now on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman leading into the Homer Hour is John Anderson of ESPN Now, Professor Big Daddy J.A. over at Missouri. John, how are you?
I'm good. What's up with you fellas today?
Well, Kyle's got the Packers 17-0, going to the Super Bowl, winning it. What do you got?
I had no doubt that Kyle saw that they were all lined up, and let's start running the table. It's all downhill. This snowball is rolling, and it's going to be a behemoth. And I don't know why the rest of the league doesn't just give up.
John, the optimism is there. I can hear it in your voice. I knew you were feeling good last week, but you just didn't want to, get too excited. But after that performance on Thursday night, another dominant performance against a team that went to the NFC Championship, a team that has a quarterback in Jaden Daniel that everybody loved last year, how well he played at the end of the season, in the playoffs as well, an MVP dark horse, and they made him look silly last week. How excited are you after that victory?
Just like I was the week before. That's good. You want me to pick it apart, or you want me to just go, yeah, it's great, and we'll ignore all the flaws?
No, pick it apart.
Flaws? Let me hear them.
Well, at some point, they're going to have to not leave some points on the field. At some point, they're going to need the other 10 points that they should have had in both these games. Right? That was a 38-10 win that they made a 9-point game. And at some point, that'll bite you somewhere. That's all I'm asking, is just got to clean a little of that up. Score when you're supposed to, make the field goal that you're supposed to make. At that game, I'm sitting there watching why are they letting them dink and dunk and go down the field and waste time, and now they're going to score, and all of a sudden you're like, you know what? It's a one bad play and an onside kick kind of thing, you get in trouble. And so what do? They put the defense back out there. You got to put the starters back out there. And it took them 4 plays, John, and they're just like, well, there'll be no more of that. John, all I'm asking is, why didn't you do that earlier?
John,
LaFleur's done this before. LaFleur has called off dogs before,
and
he shouldn't. He should go ahead and stomp them and take the last 5 minutes off, not the middle 5 minutes of the fourth quarter. So you got to go back out there again. But I do worry that offensively they've squandered some opportunities, and they're going to need those points. Other than that, they were great. Listen, they've been fantastic. I'm just saying, someday they'll need those points. That's my only critique.
I do want to ask you, like, you for us to have won so much, that was quite a long critique. Is this from the 70s that's coming out in you, like the Packers of the 70s?
No, it wasn't a long critique. They left points out there that they're going to need, and LaFleur has on more than one occasion called the dogs off early, and I think he should just continue to stomp people. Yeah, and like I said, don't take it off. Let's make sure because the other team's on scholarship too, right? So they kept playing, and next thing you know, you got a game in this thing that's closer than it should be. So keep them in there. Take the last 5 minutes off, not the 5 minutes from the 10-minute mark to the 5-minute mark. That's all.
So are you looking for a certain margin of victory, or just like a full like a jugular attack to the Browns?
No, well, of course we should stomp them, but I just think that they were good with Detroit. They were good here, but they're going to get in a game where they can't squander some of these opportunities, where they come out and you had a chance to really put the screws to them, and they came right out and they went 3 and out. And you're like, oh, there you go. Like, here's the one, and there were times. So but
I'll push back a little bit. I mean, they're not, no team is perfect. I mean, there's going to be 3 and outs in games.
If we chase perfection, we will catch excellence. Vince Lombardi, drop your voice.
Hit the powerful.
Pow! Gotta let John cook.
You're right. I'm also again just I'm on more of John than Kyle. Of after 2 weeks, you still need to evaluate what you need to get better at instead of the 17-0. Every team should quit like Kyle Wallace.
No, you definitely need to evaluate. And when we evaluate, when you look at when you look at the power rankings of the NFC, right now I do think it's probably a 3-team race, but we'll only talk about the top 2 teams, the Eagles and the Packers. What do you need to see from the Packers to make you feel like they are the top dog in the NFC?
That's gonna take a minute, because I like to let the other people that have earned their place have their place until somebody shows me that they don't deserve it. And right now, I think those teams still have done things that warrant they get to have the title as the best teams. So, the Eagles are Super Bowl champs. They haven't shown me anything right now that says that they aren't still the team to beat. And the Lions, the Packers have handled them once. But you notice they didn't let that get them down very much. I do think it's hilarious how quickly the people have decided the Bears stink again. Remember, right? It was going to be, here's Ben Johnson. He's going to turn Caleb around. This is going to be great.
Going to be different this time.
God, going to be different, man. This is the year. This is it. We got it this time. And 2 weeks. Last year it took 5 weeks for the Eberflus optimism to go away, right? The pass against the Commanders. And this year it only took 2 weeks, and people are like, good God, they're horrible again. So I think that part makes me laugh a lot when it comes through. But yeah, I'm all in on the Packers. They are really good. They are better than I thought they were going to be at this point. They've shown that they are an improved group, and they're really salty on defense. I just think,
little too much sweet on offense. You see what I'm saying? When Homer calls you Mr. Salty Sweet, maybe they got a little too much John Anderson in them.
I do think maybe some of that too is just that, limited snaps. There's no preseason really for Jordan Love, and he might have to work himself into that a little bit. And maybe that's all that is right now, is that he's got to he's got to get a few more snaps, so he's ready to go in this. But no, there's not much to complain about. That's not all I'm saying. I'm just saying that 17-0 seems maybe just a hair, just a skosh, just a smidge optimistic.
Maybe more than a smidge. Now the Milwaukee Brewers, they're basically a done deal for the NL Central. They'd have to go. Yes. They'd have to lose every game, and the Cubs would still have to go like 8-4 to surpass them. Something like that.
I think they'll be okay there.
They're going to be okay there.
Okay. Yep.
McGill, his injury. Quintana, his injury. Is the timing obviously less than ideal? Does it worry you about that, like this, for the long term of the team and everyone wanting to see them do something they've never done?
No, all that terrifies me is everything that should terrify everybody early on. It's just they're just short series to start, and so you run into a little cold hitting and a little hot pitching, and all of a sudden your whole life's different. I still think it just comes down to can they pitch and can the bullpen hold up, because there's going to be a lot that's going to be asked of them. But 3 months ago, you're like, boy, I hope they make the playoffs. Now I'm like, okay, I like them as well as I like any other team that's out there.